They affect us all. And so, tonight on Second Nature, we'll be recycling some old nature footage.
Folks, ladies and gentiles, elephants and crocodiles, thank you for joining me this evening for a Monday night live reaction. Let me have a sip here of my AHA raspberry flavored water, not a sponsor. Folks, thank you for joining us this evening. And if you missed church on Sunday, you came to the right place. We're going to get into that in a moment here, folks. But can we first just take a moment to appreciate this fucking chomo looking motherfucker right here? What's going on with this? This is actually taken from the video after the one that we're going to review tonight. We'll get into all that. But I had to take a moment here, folks. Look. I've been looking at this thing and I just can't stop fucking laughing. It's, I mean, I'm not, I'm really not trying. Look, I just want to be straightforward. I wear my heart on my sleeve and I say it how, at least how I see it, right? So, this fucking guy shaved his fucking beard off, and we've discovered the reason why he's actually had a beard. It's nothing to do with the religion of the month that he's following. Folks, this man virtually has no fucking chin. This is the weakest chin fucking... This guy has... Look at this nutlicker is just fucking... He's weak-chinned. There's no other way I can... Hey, there's nothing wrong with that. But I'm saying, John, this was the biggest mistake. But what he did leave, he left the the Candy Diddler stash and the soul patch, which is a nice touch, which is a nice combo. I mean, folks, I'm just being honest. This looks like a guy wearing a disguise on one of those 90s tabloid news shows, right? They use the cheesy voice. Usually it's either a silhouette or they throw a wig and a fucking mustache or something like this on the dude. I mean, I don't know what you call this look. I mean, to me, this thing just nothing says, "Hey kid, I got candy in the back," more than this look. Maybe I'm being too hard. Maybe I'm being too judgmental. Folks, I would like to put it over to the court of public opinion. Give me a 1 if this is the type of individual that you would feel comfortable leaving your child alone with. Or 2, well, thank you very much. And you guys probably didn't hear anything because I don't have the desktop audio on.
You said, what should I do?
What, Postal? You better fucking believe it. Go, 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 go.
I'm sorry Wilson has just donated $2 through Super Chat. J-Dubs is slowly devolving into Neffy.
Yes. Oh, it's a matter of time, folks. This is the path. We've seen different lulz cows through their various stages, and we can see what path they diverge on. But here. Thank you very much, by the way, Wilson. But here is my question. So 1, is this going by this bit, we're starting it over, okay? Is this the man that you would feel comfortable leaving your child alone with? Or 2, does this look scream is this like just scream restraining order? Folks, I'm just taking a moment. It looks like we got a 9. We got 2s. Oh, Dirk Diggler. He looks like a fucking... Yeah, the Dirk Diggler after the porn industry spit him out. This is fucking... Folks. Just gonna let everybody... Again, I'm just putting to the pot. I said what I gotta say. You guys... Jeez, I think it's overwhelming. Yeah, 2. I think... yeah. That's where we're at, folks. But anyways... We'll check out this video. It's where VONHELTON displays yet another spectacular display of failure by crashing a foam plane into the ground. And Todd Malakote actually gets under his skin pretty good and pushes him, puts those clawed turkey feet to the fire over real estate law. It's a good one. We'll check that out. It deserves its own thing. But that's where J-Dubs unveils his new look, his most current. Folks, it's not working. It's not working, J-Dubs. Anyways, on with the show. What are we talking about tonight? Well, we're going to go back in time a little bit. We're going to go back to the video. We actually watched the part where Solar came into this epic 8.5 hour fucking whatever fest you want to call it. And that was good. And to me, we got some of the best chunks of that. I don't think it's necessary to go through all 8.5 hours of this video. But there's some gold in there. And we saw it last time when Solar was giving Vaughn the business about his Black Ops work and all that kind of stuff. But if we actually go back much earlier in the video, we have a person that shows up, Heaven Rules All. And this is actually AKA Candace. And she's actually, if you will remember, was on their Hangouts about a year ago.
I'm sorry Wilson donated $2 through Super Chat. Nick Bravo has a stronger chin than J-Dubs.
No. Give credit where credit's due. He does. Nick Bravo has a chin. This is what's... Anyways, folks, I don't know. Anyways, Candace comes back. So Candace is, I believe she lives over towards, I'm not exactly sure, but I'm getting the, I think she does actually say, did she say Taiwan? Did she say she lives, am I getting that right? But, and she's Christian. Now, Vaughn and the crew have definitely accused her of being a troll plant.
G-Man, someone get a hold of G-Man now!
The Mudbrooker donated $5 through Super Chat. If you ain't Ray Charles or Frank Zappa, you got absolutely no business having a soul patch. It just makes you look like an idiot.
Unless you play really good saxophone. I'd let a really good... I admit I've sported the soul patch before upon request of someone I was dating. But, yeah, I don't play saxophone well at all. I mean, I can play a few notes, but that's about it, literally, and I don't deserve it. So I would give an exemption on the soul patch if J-Dubs could display, folks, if he could display his saxophone talents. I know he wants to show me his oral skills. I mean, he mentions my penis several times in one of their newest hangouts. We'll get to that again too. But long story short, Candace comes in again. As far as I'm aware, is she trolling, not trolling? Is she just, whatever? I have no idea. The best of my knowledge, she's not a plant. At least, I mean, no one I know has planted her in there, and I don't think she's a member of like trolls, haters, naysayers, or anything. So, but she comes in, and inevitably they start talking about religion, and of course, Von Helton has a few things to say on the subject of Jesus and Christianity, which we kind of know his views, but they're still kind of convoluted because I'm not totally convinced he's not still at heart just a Christian. To me, he's just a Christian who's mad at God, and just kind of, anyways. This is where she first comes in the room. Vaughn is soon to follow. If it rambles on too much, I'll just skip ahead. But folks, thank you for joining me. Thumbs up the video. Blah, blah, blah. Let's get it on.
And then, so I said, have a nice life one day. I took, I'm like a honeybee. I go one place, I pollinate, and I go to another place. I learn, I observe, I absorb, I, gather, I take in, whatever words you want to use.
I also want to point out there's something very interesting a little bit later in this conversation. When he's laying on his back reading a book and she asked, how are things going? How's, your marriage going? Because he's recently married, right? Quote unquote. And instead, like, this is a fresh marriage, right? Instead of just being like, oh yeah, it's great, I love it, yeah, she's great, we're getting along, and this and that, and we got a new fucking, whatever, right? He goes, yeah, it ain't bad, it's not. And she's like, oh, aren't you happy? Like, well, I'm not sad. I'm not sad. And wait till you get there, folks. It's the most unenthusiastic fucking response to how's your marriage going. Anyways, I just wanted to point that out.
Yeah, like King Solomon said, like Solomon Melech says, truth and knowledge, you have to accept it no matter where it comes. No matter where it comes from. So truth is truth no matter what. And no matter who says it. So that you could be the biggest schmendrick in the world, but if you say something true, it's a fact, Jack. Even if the person's a prick. And so, that's how I feel now, so maybe I don't adhere to religion anymore. I don't like to say I'm religious. I don't like to say I have faith. I don't know. I don't know what I lost a lot of faith. I'll be honest with you, Heaven. I lost a lot of faith. I used to be the biggest religious person you can imagine. But I learned over the years that the bigger the yarmulke, the bigger the prick. I found out these people, they have big beards and they have big yarmulkes and they have zitzits all the way down to their knees and they claim to be these big mockers and they're tzaddikim and they're I'm this guy and even and the same thing in other religions too. Priests, it doesn't matter who you are, right? A guru, you could be a guru, a priest, whatever. You can call yourself whatever, imam, a rabbi. Most of these people, they don't really care about you. They say they do, but do they? And what I found out is, you got to really look after yourself. You're number one. You have to look after yourself. No, you can't. Welcome to the room, Vaughn. You can't expect anyone else to take care of you. You can't expect anyone else to help you. You can't expect anyone else to love you. You can't expect anyone else to give you a hug.
This is very revealing if you've been following the psychology of J-Dubs and his. Many people are speculating about certain aspects of this man's quote-unquote marriage. I throw out my opinion once in a while, but I don't really know. But I think this little testimony right here is very revealing to the conditions and circumstances that we know for a fact that surround the marriage. I'm just saying.
You can't expect anyone to do anything for you other than treat you like shit. I'm sorry, I didn't want to curse. Sugar, honey, iced tea. That's just a fact, Jack. You can bet your bottom dollar that the guy next to you is more likely to hurt you than to help you. That's the fact that I've learned in life. Your next door neighbor is more likely to just give you a zets in the tuchus, a kick in the ass, than to actually help you and put clothes on your back, right? Even Yashka said, you're supposed to help your fellow man, take the cloak off your own back if he has no clothes, which is actually a statement from the Talmud. And love on to others, right? The greatest rabbi that ever lived, Rabbi Hillel the Elder, says, "Do unto others as you would do to yourself." Right? The golden rule. That's actually a Talmudic statement from Rabbi Hillel the Elder. Do unto others as you would want to be treated. It was plagiarized by someone else later on in history. People know him as JC. And so I found out that no one really lives that principle. And that's what's sad about it. That's really what's sad about it. And so, well, is any other questions? And I just want to say, Vaughn, welcome to the room. I don't hear you. Mic test 1 2. You gonna be okay?
Yeah, I'm just letting you do your thing. This is a Jewish thing.
Oh, I'm
right?
sorry. I'm gonna rant. I'm sorry.
Oh, you're fine. You're doing your Jewish
Try
thing.
not to show comments of if we got nasty people out there in the audience, just knock them out.
Right.
So I don't know if that answers your question, Candace. I went on a little rant. I apologize. But I wanted to do an ask me anything. If people have questions for me, I just want to make it a nice, simple stream. I need Vaughn coming. Thank you for coming to back me up, co-hosting with me. I appreciate it.
I just want to point out this picture. I love this picture, right? It's caught at the very beginning, the first second of the stream after this one that we'll cover next time that I was talking about. But look at the expression. They got John with this. This is hard for me not to laugh every time I look at this fucking picture, man. Like, what the fuck is this guy? Like a fucking mascot and a fucking kettle cooked chips or something? Like, what? I don't know, folks. But look at the expression on their face. They look like they just shit in each other's pants. That's what I wrote earlier this morning. I'm like, look at this picture. They look like they shit in each other's pants at the same time. Oh my goodness, folks. I love it. Get the fuck out of town, man. What the fuck is with the... Oh, J-dubs. Fuck, I love it when they're a cow and they don't even know it. He's got to be doing it for our fucking... I know he feeds us content. He gasses Vaughn up and shit, but this fucking Mario looking motherfucker. Looks like he ate Mario. Anyways, on with the show.
Hey, Vaughn. Do you still have a YouTube channel?
No. Nope.
Vaughn's been banned off of every platform, so the only platform
I've been banned off of every platform, so no. I don't.
And that could be a question that people ask me. I get that question a lot of people ask me, why am I friends with Vaughn? And quite frankly, honest with you, Vaughn doesn't treat me like sugar honey iced tea.
That's right.
That's right. Vaughn never slit my throat like a pig, like I was some piece of trash.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Right.
I get treated like trash. I probably at least twice a day. I do work with.
Oh, the Shrimpin' Trucker put out a video addressed to me. Oh, I'm so fucking flattered. Maybe I'll check it out sometime. Is it just drunk rambling, or I hope it's short, but maybe I'll check it out. I'll see.
Customer
if
service.
It's funny, I'll check it out.
So of course, as a customer service representative, people you got to take it with a grain of salt, right? They don't really hate you; they hate the product, or they hate the company, or whatever. So you're just.
I'm sorry, Wilson donated $2 through Super Chat. J-Dub's mustache looks less derpy than Drag's.
Oh. Wilson, using my platform to insult Dragnot. I would give Dragnot credit that it is as much, but like the thing with J-Dubs, it looks like it's literally he took a bunch of horsehair and fucking some scotch tape and just fucking wrapped it around the middle and or it's kind of the middle, and just plopped it on his face like it's just stuck there as a joke. I'm not unconvinced, folks, that this is just not all some crazy joke. But Jade, like, look at that fucking thing. Like, who chooses to have that mustache unless you're, selling popcorn at some fucking
I need G-Man.
steampunk
Someone get
convention
a
or
hold of G-Man now.
running vans with candy for kids.
Todd Malico 8 donated $5 through Super Chat. Please understand, J-Dubs is very upset since Will Kincaid cut him off.
Yeah, I guess so. I don't really keep up on that, but I know he was mentioning he hurt me, he stabbed my heart deeply. I heard a lot of that kind of stuff going on. Maybe something we'll get into, but
front man for it. But other than I'm used to it. I became jaded over the years. I became very jaded, but I'm still have an innocence. I still have feeling. I still have. I don't know what the word is. I don't know what the word is.
I know what it is. Well, I know what it is.
In French, it's called je ne sais quoi. Means you don't have a word for it. I have I can sense Vaughn that he's not here to hurt me.
Nope.
What's the word you were thinking of, Vaughn?
I was just gonna say, like it's there are people that genuinely have a degree of innocence about them, and that is extremely rare. I am not one of those people. I'm telling you right now, I'm not one of those people. I cannot be like John.
Yeah,
I couldn't. Because I tell you, you shit on John, John's not going to probably do much to you. You shit on me, I will kick your motherfucking ass. I don't care.
Like, I'll be honest with you, since we're getting it out on the air, I was trying to be friends with Brett again. And
anybody that's been following Von Helton for any amount of time, can we name one person that Von Helton is actually fucking, dealt punishment or justice or vengeance? Like, has this guy ever owned anyone? Ever? And it's funny because you remember Von Helton at one time was basically calling J-Dubs a cuck. He's like, fucking, well, you're a beta, I'm an alpha, and all this shit. And I was just like, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Because that's how Von Helton really thinks. He thinks he's 10 feet tall. Right? Anyways.
Brett blocks me again.
And Brett stomped right over you. Yeah, he did me too.
And it's like, I'm thinking to myself, what the hell did I do?
Yeah.
What did I do?
That's just the way it
what
goes.
did I do? I mean, I don't know. I don't get it. I don't.
That's the way
I don't.
it goes, man.
And I try to reach out, and it turns out, I just found out that Will blocked me.
Of course.
Got rid of me.
Wait, you're saying Brett blocked you and also Will Kincaid?
Yes.
Oh yeah, sure. Where have you been?
They've been stomping all over me and John, man. Where you been? Have you been hiding under
You
a
said,
rock?
what should I do?
You better fucking believe it. Go.
Peebo Thulu has just donated $5 through Super Chat. The ghost of Groucho Marx called. He wants his shtick back. Grin.
I mean, I don't want to, If John was actually Jewish, I wouldn't make this joke, but remember, folks, he is actually Irish. He looks like he's got the fucking Groucho fucking, you buy the fucking rubber nose with the mustache and the glasses, and you put them on, and I don't know if those are fucking still sold today. Maybe that's, not politically correct, but that, I mean, folks, look at this motherfucker. I don't know. It just gives me an uneasy kind of, like, I hope this guy lives blocks away from a fucking schoolyard kind of look. I'm not saying he's like that. I want to be I'm not making accusations. I'm just saying the look screams fucking, dude, I can't even do this with a fucking, it's the straight bit anymore.
On YouTube?
They block us everywhere.
Facebook. Everywhere. Facebook. I was going to reach out and say hello to him today, but apparently when I go to my messenger with him, let me go ahead. Let me scroll down to it, and I try to talk to him. This is what I get. Person is unavailable on Messenger.
They're unavailable, which means you've been blocked. That's what that means. That's exactly what it means.
Yeah.
So it just happened now. Like today?
I mean, I don't know when he blocked me because I don't check my messages every day, but I just found that, I just realized it today. I came to I got the.
Actually,
I
he's
got
probably
the,
been blocked. He's probably been blocked for a while because he will
Yeah,
done the same
well,
with me.
he always complains that I don't come to his rooms on Thursdays. Why would I want to go to a room where he lets people in there where you have people in there
Trolls.
that
They're
are
nothing
saying
but
they're going to
trolls.
kill me? He has
Yeah.
people in his room that says they want to kill me. I have a
Yeah.
guy on that he's a friends with saying they're going to rape my wife.
Yeah.
I get people saying all these types of bigoted things. And Will gives me shit. Oh, why are you talking to Vaughn? Well, you know what? Vaughn doesn't say he's going to rape my wife.
No, no, I don't.
I mean,
No, I don't.
Vaughn
John,
doesn't treat me like. Go ahead.
John and Vaughn, are you guys still on Facebook?
No.
I'm on
Vaughn
Facebook.
He's
And
got a
your-
Facebook. I don't
your
have
Facebook
any.
name
When I tell you I've been deplatformed from every platform, that's what I mean. Well, all the major ones, let me rephrase. I mean, I'm still on a bunch of minor platforms, but all the major platforms I've been demonetized. And it's it's funny because the motherfucking trolls here on YouTube will sit there, oh, Vaughn needs to get a job. Vaughn needs to get a job. Vaughn needs to get a job. Okay, I was just about to be monetized on Twitch. Who got me banned on Twitch? The fucking YouTube trolls did. They went over there, they hacked my account, they put a bunch of filth in my about section, and then they went running to Twitch and said, oh, look at all the filth in Von's about section. I didn't even have anything in my about section. My about section was fucking empty. That's how I know it was fucking the YouTube trolls that did it, because there was nothing in my about section. It was empty and has always been empty. So if there was any filth in my about section, which is what Twitter said in the email, they said there was filth in my about section. All right, well, it had to got there by somebody who hacked my shit. All right, now Twitch, it's untelling what they told Twitch. They probably told Twitch I'm a fucking mass murderer or some shit. Who knows what?
Show the email, Vaughn. It's always, as things change, they stay the same. I mean, he pulls this every time. I've got an email from some authority, but I'm not going to show it. Because I'll guarantee you right now, first of all, they don't use the word filth. So what exactly did they say? One, and just show the fucking email. Because I guarantee that your Twitch account got fucking nicked because you couldn't keep your mouth shut about the fucking Rona and fucking spreading misinformation and accusing people of murdering your friggin' mother. Yeah.
They told them. And at this point, I don't give a fuck who they told. What I do care about, though, is I care about the fact that they get on this fucking platform and others. Oh, Vaughn needs to get a job. Vaughn needs to get a job. Vaughn needs to get a job. Okay, I was on the verge. I was that fucking close of being monetized on Twitch. All right, which would have been a job, because that's what the court has ordered me to do. They have ordered me to find a stay-at-home job. Well, Twitch would have been a stay-at-home job. I was bringing in 500 to 1,000 views per video. More than enough to cover me, my children, and my bills. But the trolls on YouTube
All right,
cut me
Vaughn,
out
we'll
of
get
that.
stage.
The trolls, hold on. The trolls on YouTube cut me out of a legitimate income that I could have shown the court and got my kids back. So apparently they don't give a fuck about me getting a job now, do they?
I need
Or they
Gmail.
would have let
Someone
me,
get
they
a
would have
hold
let
of
me get the
Gmail
money on
now.
Twitch. They would have.
I'm sorry, Wilson donated $5 through Super Chat. Oh, Will Kincaid? The same Will Kincaid that's been hanging for over 2 years out with a now registered sex offender? That Will Kincaid?
Oh, Wilson. I don't know about all. I've heard little accusations of people and different things, but I have no idea anything about that. Just to be clear, I'm not making any judgments on it because I don't know. I don't know the whole story. I'll have to. Someone will have to fill me in on all that kind of stuff. Anyways,
leave me alone on Twitch.
A horse is a horse, of course.
Yes.
A troll is a troll, of course.
But by the
So
way,
the next
how are
time
your
somebody.
kids?
Peebo Thulu donated $5 Australian through Super Chat. Musical Note Internet Trolls killed the interweb star Musical Note. Interweb trolls killed the YouTube star Musical Note. Trolls came along and killed the internet von Musical Note. Tears of joy.
thank you very much.
Sees a YouTube troll telling VONHELTON to get a job, you need to come up to that person. If you see him in person, you need to come up to them and you need to knock their teeth in and then say, hey, he had a job until you kicked him out of it. He would have that would have been a good paying job. Twitch would have been a good paying job. And it would have been something I would have gotten every week. I would have gotten paid every week. Or no, excuse me, every 2 weeks. I'm sorry, every 2 weeks. I would have gotten paid every 2 weeks a decent amount of money to cover me, my kids, and the bills. We would have done fine. You know,
All right.
500 to 1,000 views per video. That's decent money. I mean, I
Are
wouldn't
your-
have gotten rich or anything, but it would have been decent money. Okay, so the next time you see a fucking YouTube troll say Von Hill
All
needs
right,
to get
all
a
right,
job,
settle down,
you need-
Sparky. All right, settle
you
down,
need to
Sparky.
you need to knock their damn teeth in, and then tell them, hey, he would have had a job if you fucks hadn't screwed him over. He would have had a job. Okay, that needs to be made abundantly clear, because when I go into court in May, guess who I'm going to be pointing the finger at? Because the judge is going to ask me, do you have a stay-at-home job yet, Mr. VONHELTON? And I'm going to say, well, I would have, but a bunch of fuckwads on YouTube prevented me from having it. And then you know what that judge is going to do? He's going to say, give me their names. And I'm going to be more than happy to give them their fucking names, every goddamn one of them. And then what happens then, boys and girls? Well, we're going to find out, aren't we? Aren't we? Yeah, we fucking are. Because I'm under court order to get a stay-at-home job. And Twitch would have been my stay-at-home job. And I'm going to give him every one of you motherfuckers' names. I've got some of you guys' docs, remember? I've got some of your docs. And I'm going to give them to the judge.
All right, Vaughn, you had
Fuck
a
yeah,
good rant. I thought, oh boy, I thought I could rant. Okay, Vaughn, we get.
Well, I mean, yeah, but this is serious, John.
We're trying to have.
they're-
I was
they're-
trying to have a nice conversation. I was trying to have
Well,
a nice.
I kind of rained on your parade a little bit, but still, the point is that they're a bunch of fuckwad pieces of shit, and they need their ass beat, and it's a shame.
Yeah, they
that
need,
there isn't- that
need
there-
helicopter rides. We get it.
Well, their parents are failures. Okay, let's just be honest. Their parents were
need
failures.
helicopter
They
rides.
did not
yeah.
teach them decency and respect of others. That's abundantly clear by their actions. Their own actions prove that beyond a shadow of a doubt. But I'm telling you, when I go into that courtroom in May, trolls, that judge is going to want to know why the fuck I ain't got a job, and I'm going to tell him why. Bet on it. Bet on it, you fucking trolls. Bet on it. And I'm going to give him names, dates, and places. Bet on that shit too, because he's going to want that information from me. He's going to ask me, okay, who are these people? And do you have their information? I'm going to say, I absolutely do. Here's so-and-so, here's so-and-so, and here. I'm just going to give them your guys' real names and your current, well, the last known location I had, because I'm sure some of you are in hiding. But I'm going to make damn sure that judge knows every one of you motherfuckers, because you knocked me out of a real job, a legitimate job that I was under court order to get. Okay, that's important. I was under court order to get a stay-at-home job.
There it is, folks. Yeah. Oh, yeah. These are the same. Yeah, exactly. It's the same script he's been running for over a decade. And, you know, I know where he gets it, too, is because I've heard Alice say the same thing. Well, call the sheriff. Did you call the cops? You know, so I don't think she was this extreme, but I mean, this is definitely that attitude on steroids. You know, he's never going to call anybody. Nobody will even listen. Oh, I'll give Von Helton credit, though. He has tried to follow through with his threats, though. That is one thing that never gets brought up. Von Helton, I legitimately believe, within his capacity, his cranial capacity and actual access to resources, has done the best that he can do of trying to get anybody with any authority to take him seriously. I do actually believe he has probably sent Twitter messages and Facebook messages to what he thinks is Trump or something like that.
Platy has just donated $3. I would pay cash to see Von argue this in court.
And I believe he would. I believe if it was up to Von and he was, okay, you have the floor, Mr. Helton, for 5 minutes, he would, this is the stuff he would say. I do honestly believe that. I believe that if Von Helton did have the actual means to do it, he would try to follow through on these threats. And he has. But he's an idiot. And he has no money. Nobody's broken any laws. And, you know, it's just the paradox of fail, folks. It's just, you know, there is no rock bottom. You know, you've heard of a glass ceiling. With Von Helton, it's a glass floor. He never ceases to amaze me at what lows he'll fucking reach. Right? Anyways.
And you guys are going to get in big trouble for it.
Vaughn, can we...
You just are. Well, see, I'm tired though, John. I'm tired of these fuckers thinking that they're made out of Teflon and that they're invincible and that nobody can do anything. Nobody's going to touch them.
You
Nobody's
know
going to
what?
do
I
shit to them.
wish I could do something for you, Vaughn. I wish I
Well,
could.
the
I
judge
wish
is
I could
going to.
just.
I think the judge is
I
going
wish
to.
I can get. I wish I can get the trains working the Sobibor again for you, man, and
Well,
get them all.
don't worry
Get
about it,
them all
because
going.
when I tell that judge that it was these people online that prohibited me from getting from getting
All right,
monetized to Twitch, that'll be the end of it. That'll be the end of it. Trust me, that'll be the end of it. Because every one of these motherfuckers is going to disappear like a fucking cockroach when you turn the light on. You watch and see if they don't. Because they ain't going to want to go to jail. None of them's going to want to fucking go to jail. You can bet on that.
How old
shit.
are your kids again?
My kids are almost teenagers. They're 11, 10, and 10.
Oh, so you have 3 kids.
Yeah, I have 3 kids. Wait, how many do you think I had?
So they're with their mom?
No, they're not. They're in foster care.
So
in a COVID infected county, no less. The highest COVID infected county in the entire state of Kentucky.
You are.
They are in the highest COVID infected county in the state of Kentucky.
I'm going to skip ahead just in case he does some fucking crazy rhetoric here, but
4,000 cases. Evil husband, right? Right?
Whoa.
There we go.
Right?
Wait, Vaughn, so
her life is destroyed, honey. She was going to be going to college right over here in Manchester. They had
she's
just
mentally
built,
ill and she's going to college.
They had just built. Let me explain. They had just built a brand new facility right here in Manchester for the University of Kentucky. What does that mean? That means she wouldn't have had to drive all the way to Lexington and back every day to go to school. She could have went to school right here in Manchester and got a good education. And she was so excited about it too. She was overjoyed. She's like, "Oh, great! I ain't got to drive all the way because see, Lexington's a 2-hour drive one way. Okay, so that'd be a 4-hour drive every day just to go to school, unless she stayed up there in a dorm or something, of course.
What?
But they built a brand new facility for the University of Kentucky right here in Manchester. She was going to sign up. She's going to get started on it, and these trolls took that away from her. They took that away from her. And see,
what did she do before she got mentally ill?
What did she do before she got mentally ill? She was just a housewife. She was just a housewife. But see, they degrade the idea of being a housewife these days. Oh, you're just a baby maker. Oh, you're just a slave. That's what they kept telling. That's what the trolls kept telling. You're just a slave to him. You're a baby maker to him. You're scum. You need to go out and you need to leave him and go get a job and be your own person. That's what they kept telling her. They told her that all the time. Tammy Faye Alexander on Facebook used to tell her that all the time. You need a good Christian man. You need to get away from him. He's a slave driver. He's a scumbag. All he's doing is tormenting you and making you out to do all his work, which was totally untrue. But who gives a damn about the truth, right? But yeah, they destroyed that poor girl's life. Her life is destroyed forever. There's no bringing it back either.
What about you? What did you do before you got disabled, like physically?
Well, I've done a lot of things. I was working at a factory over in Anvil. I did that for quite a few years. See, the trolls like to get on here and say I never worked. That's a lie. First thing I did when I come down here, I got me a factory job down in Anvil, building electronic templates and stuff. But see, the trolls will never tell you that because they're scum. They're assholes. They won't tell you the truth.
And Vaughn, you said your mom passed away recently?
Yeah. December the 19th at 2:30 in the morning.
So sorry to hear that.
Yeah.
How old was she?
Yeah, he totally does look at her as a baby maker, and he looked at their marriage as a contract. He says she still owes him 3 more kids to get the 6 kids he was promised. Right? That was just like his attitude towards a woman in North Dakota. He even admits he tried to get her pregnant 3 times. In his mind it failed, obviously not, but in his mind the attempts failed, so he ditched her. And when her pillow wasn't even warm at the institution that he dropped her off at, his videos, he referred to the next girlfriend as her replacement. Now, this is interesting that this comes up, because I don't believe it's this video. I believe it's the next live stream that we'll take a look at another time. But Vaughn says something very interesting about the weekends, that it's the men who go out on the weekends and the women stay home, content, basically, looking after their household duties. But it's the men that usually go out on the weekends. And I thought that was a very interesting attitude. Very fucking, yeah.
91.
LF left her there to die. She literally,
Yep.
Vaughn's mother dropped dead. And there's, I don't want to say too much, but there's a guy.
Yeah, J-Dubs doesn't want to say too much. Listen to this fucking bullshit. Still, anyways.
Who locked up the house now, but he was monitoring it with cameras.
No. He didn't lock up the house now. Let's be clear on that. It was advisable by the lawyers through James Frost to have the trailer locked to protect the contents, just in case some little bristly-nosed fucking Kentucky hill weasel was rifling his fingers through fucking drawers and things and closets and whatnot that he ought not be sticking his little greasy paws into. Right? Right.
And he knew what would happen. He just did nothing. The stuff
Did nothing. Yeah.
You know?
They tried to spin it onto me, but that ain't gonna fly.
Right.
Oh, that's so bad. He was your relative?
Well,
kind of, sort of, but
he wasn't my
claims to
relative
be.
because I'm a Helton, but he was a distant relative to my mother. See,
Okay,
my mother had a half brother named Arnold, and he's related to him, and so was the other Frost nearby that are related. Now,
so Juan, do you have anybody around you that you can run to? Let's say
No.
you got into
No,
some trouble or
no,
something?
absolutely not. No, thanks to these fuckwads in the outside troll, they've turned the whole county against me. They literally have. They've turned everybody against me. I've got there's people actually coming. Some of my neighbors have literally walked into that courtroom and lied under oath about the condition of my house, my condition, and the condition of my children. They literally lied under oath. Yeah, sure did.
What did they lie about? Your house looks pretty clean, and
It is. I mean, I've got some big boxes where I buy paper towels and toilet paper from eBay and stuff. But I mean, you got to have stuff like that, right? I mean, I'm living in a single wide trailer. I'm not living in the Taj Mahal, And I will say this: the condition of my trailer is a whole lot nicer than some of the trailers I laid carpet in. Because some of the trailers I laid carpet in, you wouldn't want to be around. Trust me.
Is your trailer like rented or is it like owned?
No, it's mine. Been mine since 2007. It just wasn't in my name. See, that's the problem. It was never put in my name, which I should have done had I known.
Oh, this gets rich too. So it's mine, but not my name. Well, next question should be, how much did you pay for it? Oh, nothing. The person's whose name the trailer is in, that's the person that paid for it. Just like they paid for all the other rental units on there. What he should be saying is, I'm living in my mom's backyard for free. That would be much more accurate. Folks, we're all about the truth here.
Known that everything became mine in 2007, I would have went and got everything put in my name. But see, I didn't know. I didn't find out any of this shit until just recently when I was doing some research on my father's inheritance money. And then the courthouse is like, oh, by the way, your mom relinquished her POA back in 2007. Okay, well, when she relinquished her POA, she relinquished it over everything, which means literally everything became mine effective of 2007. But see, I didn't know that. And so I never got everything put over in my name.
So did you inherit anything from your mom?
Well, yeah, I get everything. See, her and Dad went to Clay M's office and made it all one big pile. And when they did that,
Puffalopagus donated $2 through Super Chat. In the outside, troll.
In the outside troll. Yeah. Thank you very much. So here goes Vaughn with his intellectual speak. He's going to describe I can't even anymore. This is just ridiculous. So they put everything in one big pile, folks.
It literally all became mine when she relinquished the POA. Because when she relinquished the POA, she didn't just relinquish it over dad's stuff. She relinquished it over everything, which means literally everything became mine in 2007, which is going to be quite an interesting little thing to bring up when I go to court in district court here pretty soon.
Okay, so how are you going to go to court? You're going to drive?
Yeah. Unless I can get a ride, yeah, I'll drive.
And how are you going to figure out so do you have money for like your next meal?
I have money right now. I have some. But you know what? Somebody actually broke into my bank account and actually stole what little money I did have. And I had to fill out a bunch of forms at the bank to get some of it back. And then I got to go back to the bank. Then I have to go to the bank and I have to get the rest of it back as well.
Okay, so Vaughn, so let's say if you converted Jesus now and Jesus would help you with your financial struggle or your current situation, would you do so? Let's say it would really happen.
Do you know how I got in this place in the first place?
Nope.
Christians.
Oh man.
Christians. Everybody, and all these locals around here that's fucking me over, all these locals that stole my inheritance money, that stole my kids, that fucking killed my mother, that they're all claiming to be Christians. Every one of them, Southern Baptist to be specific, in case you're wondering.
Okay, so let's not care about them, but let's care about you and Jesus. So let's say if you pray to
me and Jesus come to an understanding. He's a piece of shit. All right. He had every opportunity to help me and he fucked me over. He let me.
Wait.
Listen, you're loving Jesus, honey.
Maybe you did not pray.
Your loving Jesus left me in debt for years.
Literally. Okay, give me an example.
Give you an example. Okay, well, you know that guy that I was talking about that stole my inheritance? He put a bug in my mom's ear and wouldn't let her pay off the student loans that she promised to pay. See, I took back $12,000 worth of furniture. And at the time, the student loans were only $8,000.
Now listen.
Well, good old
listen, look here.
Spoken.
Look here. Listen, look here. I love it when Vaughn tells this story. So the part he often leaves out, you might be wondering, what the hell does furniture have to do with this fucking student loan? And why is your mom paying the student loan anyways? So this is how entitled and... Okay. VONHELTON fails to mention that the $12,000 in furniture, which in 1980, whatever, I find just astronomical. But anyways, whatever. He fails to mention that he ran that on his mom's credit. She freaks out and says, take that shit back. And he actually thinks he's doing her a favor by which she owes him now to pay his $8,000 student loan. So I run up your credit, but I'll put it back if you pay my debt. Now, in Vaughn's mind, this is how now. Admittedly, he admits that he's not good with math, and we know that he has no real concept of fucking money, right? He's like a spider monkey. He just knows that he can tell the difference between 5 and 15, but anything past 25, he just knows as many more. That's how his brain operates here, folks. I hope you're... So, in his twisted comic book view of reality, he's like, well, that's a better deal, right? Because a few seconds ago, you owed $12,000, but now you only owe $8,000. See, I just did you a favor and dropped your debt by $4,000. That's like me giving you $4,000. Basically, you can say I've just given you $4,000. So, for someone that just gave you $4,000, can you not help me out? Do I not deserve to get helped out? You see how it works, folks? We are getting deep into the shit abyss. It's a scary place sometimes, folks.
And my mom's here and said, oh, well, you don't need to do that. And just leave that hang over his head like a sword of Damocles for the rest of his natural life. Okay. So yeah, where was your loving Jesus? Oh, and who was the biggest Christian of all at the time? Oh, that would be me. I was even street preaching. Yes, I was even street preaching. That's right. I used to be allegedly filled with the Holy Spirit. I used to be a street preacher.
How old were you at the time?
I was in the Princeton Pike Church of God. I was in the Hamilton Church of God. I attended seminary. I've done
Oh,
all kinds of
you
good shit,
did?
sweetheart. I was approached by both the Protestants and the Catholics. I have over 30 years of religious study under my belt.
All right, so I love it when we're getting deep into the Jesus shit here now, folks. But so Von Helton claims he's a street preacher. That's not something I've heard him claim very often. Maybe it's come up in conversations before, and I heard it, and it was just once because he says so many fucking crazy shit. You know, there's other crazy stuff that Von talks about, right? That gets forgotten about because he usually sticks to his main things, but. That's one of the things I've never really heard him claim that before, expressly like that, at least. And that he went to seminary. Now, the Catholics and the Protestants, maybe something about that because I have heard the whole he was approached by both sides. By the way, folks, I guess in the old days it was kind of like what record companies and sports agents would do. They go scout out the best, right? So sometime in between the Army and Von Helton's secret Cold War ninja days and washing dishes, apparently he attended seminary and became such a recognized scholar in such a young, much like Jesus by the time he was 12, that they were actually coming out from every denomination and trying to recruit Von Helton to be on their side because they wanted to be a winner too, folks.
Okay.
Did you ever publish any books?
I could go right now to any seminary or any bishop and say, set me up right now, and they would. But I chose to go my own path because I was rejected by Christianity. Christianity rejected me. I didn't reject them. They rejected me. There was absolutely no reason for me to have remained in poverty.
Holy Bible?
There was no reason for me to have remained in poverty. There was no reason for me to have both my marriages destroyed. There was no reason for my 2 dead sons. There was no reason for any of that shit to occur if what you say is true and Jesus really does give a damn. Because there was no greater evangelical than me. None. I've got the stats to back me up. Anybody can go to Princeton Pike Church of God or Hamilton Church of God and verify, yeah, I was going to seminary. I was going to be an evangelical preacher. I did go out on the streets and preach.
Okay, Vaughn. Okay, Vaughn. So while you were going through the divorces and I'm really sorry to hear about your son's death, but did you?
What's really interesting here, folks, is that he was so certain of his future path that he, on internet forums at the time in the early 2000s, he actually referred to himself as a reverend. He actually told people on there he was a reverend, not wanting to become a minister or a reverend or actually go to seminary, that he actually was a reverend, and he in fact had the power to lay on hands and raise people from the dead like his cat Smokey, folks.
Pray at the time?
Who wouldn't pray? You don't think I beseeched the Christian God for help? Of course I did, every fucking day. And I got bupkis. I got nothing. Now, everybody says, well, you were healed miraculously in a Christian church, so therefore you owe Jesus. I don't owe Jesus jack shit. And for all I know, it could have been the gods that I'm serving now that healed me. They just used the Christian church to get it done, as far as I'm concerned. But yeah, I was miraculously healed, honey. I had a hole in my heart, almost the size of my heart. It was a huge ass hole. You know what the doctor told my mom? Said, take him home and bury him. That's what the doctor told my mom. Can you imagine getting a message like that given to you?
And then how did you get healed? Somebody put their hands over your heart?
No, they laid. Mom took me to an old church out in the middle of nowhere. Thankfully, though, there was a lot of people there. There was like 500 people there that witnessed.
Has just donated $5 through Super Chat. There were no reason fair ma teeth ta get pulled out, other than them fangs and rotten stuff.
Yep, indeed. Thank you very much. So this is like a scene right out of a movie. So they didn't take him to the local church. They found some backwoods fucking voodoo church that worshipped a great old one. And fucking... But there were 500 people there. Because I guess, everyone phoned, they're bringing in the boy. They're bringing in the boy. So all of Innsmouth was there. And fucking... They were about to offer Vaughn to Dagon. Oh, sorry, wrong movie.
But she literally laid me on the altar and said, God, if you want him to live, let him live. If not, that's fine too. And immediately I started breathing again. I started going from blue back to pink because I was blue. I was dead. And she laid me on the altar.
How old,
I turned
how
pink
old were you
again.
at the time?
I was an infant, honey. I was just born, freshly born.
Wow,
I
praise
had just been
Jesus.
freshly born. And I've died several times since then also, but
Right. So, folks, actually, I just remembered this is a movie. I know what happened. It wasn't an old church. He took him to the pet cemetery where that dog is buried that he keeps talking about. That's what happened. That's what's wrong with Von Helton. Folks.
I'm sorry Wilson donated $2 through Super Chat. Fuck you, Dad, and your name. I'm James Paul now.
Yeah. Fuck you, Dad. I'm changing my name. Well, they mixed up the mail too much. That was a big problem.
we won't go into that. But the point is that, where was the Christian God? He was on fucking holiday.
Okay, so
Christian
Vaughn,
God was on holiday, honey.
how old were
Listen,
your
the gods that I serve now is the ones that healed me. I have no doubt of that. Because the Christian God, I've learned some information about the Christian God, by the way. But anyway, that's side issue. The point is that no, Christianity is how I got in this mess in the first damn place.
You said, what should I do?
And I'm going to get out of it with the gods that I
You
serve.
better fucking believe it. Go, 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 go.
Todd Malico 8 has just donated $2 through Super Chat. Vaughn's holy heart, wholly healed by the Holy Ghost.
Holy shit, Batman. That's yeah, it's something to ponder, folks. This is what when you watch such intellects battling, some of humankind's oldest questions, and it's engaging on this level. Like, I mean, my goodness, it leaves one so much to ponder, folks. I'd like you to reflect on Von Helton is the perpetual victim. He is the scapegoat of the universe. Tie a ribbon around his neck and send him off a cliff, I say.
Serve now. Trust me. Trust me, I will get out of it.
Okay, so how old were your sons when they died? If
They
you
were
don't mind me
born.
asking?
They were fresh born. Well, okay.
So they were twins.
What? No.
How many years ago?
One of my this was a long time ago. My one boy was born and lived for an hour and 15 minutes, and the other one died in the womb at 7.5 months. So,
Was it with the same woman?
yes.
I'm sorry to hear that. And were your sons delivered in the hospital?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, because sometimes you might have glitches happen if you do home delivery and stuff.
No. This was all under the watchful eye of the medical professionals. Oh yeah.
And was your woman at the time, was she a Christian?
Yeah, we both were. Like
And
I
you
said,
both,
honey, the Christian God has a lot to answer for. And if you think my case is an isolated case, think again. Think again, because it isn't.
so did she also turn away from being a Christian after this?
I don't know. I mean, her relatives convinced her to seek another man, and she did. And so,
So the major reason she left you was because of the death of her kids.
Oh yeah, it was all my fault. You see, had to be, right? Had to be all my fault.
Interesting. But you notice how Vaughn always depicts the person who decides to leave as being like incapable of drawing their own conclusions and making proactive choices on their own. It's always somebody convinced them. Somebody was whispering in their ear. Somebody led them to the conclusion that they should leave this fucking loser, right? So, Vaughn, as I see it, there's two options here. One, you're right, and you yourself, admittedly, seem to be attracted to women which you can groom and manipulate, because obviously they're so easily manipulated through mere suggestions of people, in many cases that they don't even know. In this case, a family, fine, fair enough. Or option 2, you're just full of shit. You're full of shit. You're a fucking loser. You're a piece of fucking human trash who is obviously incapable of looking after himself, let alone children, let alone fucking pets, let alone bathroom slugs. Folks, I just think they recognize him as what he is. He's a fucking chimp monkey. He's a fucking de-evolved fucking... He is human evolution in retrograde, ladies and gentlemen. I want you to absorb this. Look at this man. This is a portrait in stupidity. This is...
I need G-Man. Someone get a hold of G-Man now.
EndTheDrugWarToday.com donated $5 through Super Chat. Can someone tell Von I'm not a troll? I am on his team. I'm glad he left his mom to die on the floor. That is so hot. Hotter than his greasy hair.
Yikes. Ouch. But thank you. Thank you. Folks, let's just watch this.
And she was your wife?
Yeah.
And if you're new and you don't know this, I pointed out before, let's play I Spy with My Little Eye, which there's some... Anyways, we'll get to that another time. There's some interesting photos going around. But I spy with my little eye a hole in VONHELTON's shirt, and I want you to find it because it's been there forever. If you don't know where it is, you probably may not have noticed. It may just look like something's on his shirt, but I assure you, folks, that is a hole in his shirt, and it's been there for I don't know how long now. And once you see it, it cannot be unseen. That's all I'm saying.
She was your first wife?
Yeah, first wife. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay, and your second wife is this woman in the mental hospital?
I said she's at her mom's. She needs to be in a mental facility where she can get good care, but she's not. She's at her mom's.
Okay,
Well,
and
she claims to be at her mom. I don't know. I don't know her situation. She's down in Alabama, and I'm not down there, so I don't know. She might be in a facility by now. I don't know. I don't know her situation.
and where's your first wife now? Do you know where she is?
First wife, I don't know. She may have went back to Chillicothe. I don't know.
So do you have any like siblings that would help you?
No. I have no help.
So how are you able to be positive or like try to face the next?
Because the gods I serve now are the real deal, and they're going to help me. That's why.
What's the name of your god now?
They don't have names. They don't like names.
But there's like sun god Ra, and there's like
no. I asked them. I said, "Do you want a name? Do you have a name?" They said, "No, we don't. We don't like human names. We didn't want human names to begin with, but we allowed it because humanity was young at the time, and they didn't understand."
You'll notice that John is in bed alone.
But see, humanity is now such to where that you don't need to give names to non-human. I mean, they're not human. Why would you give them a human name? They're not human, right?
Okay.
And
so
naming them after the sun, the moon, the stars is kind of ridiculous because they pretty much monitor everything, not just the sun, the moon, and the stars.
Okay, so Vaughn, so when let's say your kids died, did you kneel down by your bed and cry out to Jesus?
Of course, I asked God to help. I asked Jesus to help. I asked the Christian God to help. I asked Jesus to help. Nothing happened, dear. Sorry, nothing happened.
But did you ask other people to pray for you as well? Like,
Of course. Everybody knew about the death of my children.
Okay,
you're not getting this, are you?
Well, you have to understand, Vaughn. It's no way that baby Jesus, loving Jesus could have been responsible.
Yeah, well,
so she's trying to find an excuse. She's trying.
Well, let me just say this: Hillary Clinton, in her emails released by WikiLeaks and other sources, where Hillary Clinton mentions Moloch by name. Why do you think she would mention Moloch by name? Why do you think
she worshipped Moloch because she allowed abortion? Is it?
Well, that's okay. That's all right. You're right. That's true. But that's not the only answer. Anyway, Back to the situation here, because we've totally hijacked John's show, and everybody outside. I want to hear John.
Yeah, I think everybody will be really interested with the authentic Von Helton's history. Yeah.
No, they don't. They don't care. They listen. I have done this numerous times, Candace. I have done.
Oh, you've
done this numerous
told
times.
these stories?
Oh God, yes, I've told this thousands of times, and you know what? They still peddle their bullshit because their bullshit gets some views. Telling the truth,
Okay.
like I'm telling now, don't get you no views. But by God, telling them that Von Helton is a pedophile and Von Helton's a mass murderer, Von Helton beat his wife, Von Helton killed his mom, those things get views. Telling the truth, like I'm telling you now, that don't get shit. That don't get no views.
Okay,
See.
Vaughn, so is your money now going to be used up soon, or there's still a considerably amount there?
Well, it's going to be used up, obviously. I mean, every time you turn around, the bill collectors want their money, right? Bill collecting doesn't stop.
So what is the plan? Like, what is gonna be?
There is no plan. There is no plan. The only plan there is that the gods of creation are going to fight for me. They told me to stay out of it. The gods told me. The gods told me. The gods told me to stay out of it and not get involved at all. And that's what I'm doing. I'm staying out of it. The only thing I'm doing is the absolute minimum that I need to do, such as, do paperwork and shit like that. But otherwise, I'm to stay out of it. I'm not to use any magic. I'm not to get directly involved. I'm to stay out of it and let the gods handle it. They said, we are going to fight this battle for you. And I'm like, okay.
Sounds like the Christian God too.
It's not the Christian. Trust me, this is not the
Just
Christian
that you
God.
put a plural form over there.
Trust me, this is not the Christian God. I assure you. I assure you. Like I said, the Christian God is how I got in this mess. And the gods are going to get me out of it.
So, Vaughn, let's say you have a chance to
dang
get
it.
out of America. Would you want to?
Because I'm like a stuffed
Get out of
turkey
America and go
for
where?
Thanksgiving. Stick me with a fork. I'm all done.
6 Drops has just donated $2 through Super Chat. Vaughn's third nipple made that hole in his shirt.
That's an interesting prospect. If anyone in the hills of Kentucky was to have a third nipple, I would say it was probably Von Helton. Possibly even through pure Mountain Dew consumption. Something like that could happen. I am convinced that Mountain Dew will preserve his brain for science and future generations to study, but at the same time it will shrink it to the size of a peanut eventually. I think it's well on its way, folks.
Okay, for example,
what country on earth is freer than the United States?
Well, I mean, like, for example, go to, for example, Vietnam or like some.
Well, I mean, if I got a chance to go visit someplace, yeah, I'd go visit someplace, I guess. I'd love to go to. I would love to go to Japan. I would especially like to go to Japan and meet my grandmaster, Masataki Hatsumi. I'd like to meet him again. I met him. I got to meet him one time at Bussy's dojo. A little short guy, man. He's only like 5 foot tall. A little short guy, but boy, he can throw people all over the dojo, man. I mean, it's great.
So he was teaching in America, like the Jodo.
Yeah, he every once in a blue moon he would come to America and teach some people. Yeah, but yeah, he's a nice guy. He's a really swell guy, and I would love to meet him if he's still alive. He may not even be alive anymore. I don't know. I lost track of all that. Unfortunately, I got so embroiled in all the BS down here that.
Yeah, Vaughn, I think you would really love Japan. I've been to Japan 4 times.
Well, Japan, really Vietnam, South Korea, even China. I mean, I'd love to visit. I love the Orient. I'd love to visit.
Okay,
but
so Vaughn is.
I don't see that happening anytime soon, though, huh? Yeah, that costs thousands and thousands of dollars. Okay, I looked up a flight to Vietnam just on a whim. I looked up a flight to Vietnam. That's over $2,500 one way. One way.
Just on a whim. No, Vaughn, it's because you're on a pay site where you're paying money to talk to very young Asian girls, and you actually believe that 2 Vietnamese girls that you've been talking to are actually interested in you, and you were looking up plane tickets to bring them to your dank rape trailer.
Okay, It's like, holy fuck, man. Yeah, I can't afford that shit. I can't afford it. And that's
International
not,
travel.
and that's
Yeah,
not,
it's really
and
expensive.
yeah, and then not only that, but you can't travel anyway because TSA wants to fucking frisk your ass and you know,
You
strip
have
you
to get
down bare naked
vaccinated.
and shit. Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
not. Yeah, you try to reach for my my junk, you're gonna lose a hand. Okay, that's just sorry. That's just the way it goes. And nobody touches my junk but me. Well, unless you're
So,
female, of course.
so Vaughn,
No.
have you ever
Correction, unless you are petite, 20 something, and look 14.
stood up for example, you saw somebody get robbed, saw somebody get like bullied, saw some
Numerous
female,
times. Numerous times.
and then you reach out to help that person
I
that
have
was
helped
robbed.
numerous people over the years. Yes, sure have. Sure have.
Wow.
In fact, when I was still in junior high school, there was a special needs boy that was getting picked on by kids at school. They were throwing something at him. I forget what they were throwing, popcorn or something. It wasn't. I mean, it wasn't hurting the kid, but it was hurting him psychologically. And so I got in between him and them, and I said, you know, stop this shit. They eventually did.
Oh, okay, cool. Wait, John, so you have anything to say?
What do you want me to say something about what?
Okay, are you content and happy with your current life now?
Wait for it. There it is. Listen.
Yeah, I'm happy.
Eh,
I would say that. Yeah, I wouldn't say I'm sad. I'm not happy. I mean, I am happy.
oh,
I'm
I'm not
sad.
happy. Shemizel, shemazel. Abracadabra.
That's nice. So
She doesn't even know how to respond to that. She's just like, how do you respond to that? This is like asking someone like, how are things going, and they start talking about fucking, you know, buying cheese wire and jumping off a bridge and fucking shit.
what would you like me to pray for you for?
Yeah. I mean, if you want to pray for me, you can. If you want to pray.
Yeah, if you want to pray, feel free to pray. I mean, nobody's gonna fault you for that. You want to pray, feel free to do so.
All right,
Yeah.
why don't I just pray now for Vaughn and John? Can I
You
just
could
pray?
pray. You
right now?
pray. Just pray in your own time, Candace. Because whenever I ask you to pray for me, it's not exactly praying for me. It's just pushing your religion on me. It's not exactly.
Oh yeah, John. Yeah. Vaughn's friends are always his biggest trolls. You know, that's the rule of Vaughn. I got to put that back, folks. Was that very convincing when he sounded like he's happy in his current situation?
You have to understand, Vaughn. It's no way that baby Jesus,
I put back a little
loving Jesus.
Yeah, Vaughn, I think you would really love Japan. I've been to Japan 4 times.
All right, let's play from here.
Well,
And it's a really
Japan,
beautiful country.
Vietnam, South Korea, even China. I mean, I'd love to visit. I love the Orient. I'd love to visit. I'd love to visit.
Okay,
But
so Vaughn is.
I don't see
you-
that happening anytime soon, though, huh? Yeah, that costs thousands and thousands of dollars. Okay, I looked up a flight to Vietnam just on a whim. I looked up a flight to Vietnam. That's over $2,500 one way. One way. Okay, it's like
Yeah,
holy fuck, man. Yeah, I can't afford that shit. I can't afford it. And that's
international
not
travel.
and that's
Yeah,
not
it's really
and
expensive.
yeah, and then not only that, but you can't travel anyway because TSA wants to fucking frisk your ass and you know,
You
strip
have
you
to get
down bare naked
vaccinated.
and shit. Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
not. Yeah, you try to reach for my my junk, you're gonna lose a hand. Okay, that's just sorry. That's just the way it goes. And nobody touches my junk but me. Well, unless you're
So,
female, of course.
so Vaughn, have you ever stood up for example, you saw somebody get robbed, saw somebody get like bullied, saw some
Numerous
female,
times. Numerous times.
and then you reach out to help that person
I
that
have
was
helped
robbed.
numerous people over the years. Yes, sure have. Sure have.
Wow.
In fact, when I was still in junior high school, there was a special needs boy that was getting picked on by kids at school. They were throwing something at him. I forget what they were throwing, popcorn or something. It wasn't. I mean, it wasn't hurting the kid, but it was hurting him psychologically.
So keep in mind when he tells this story. See, Von Helton, even though he's a prolific bullshitter, much of the time the bullshit is rooted, right? It's fucking based in some kind of truth. And in this instance, I'm willing to bet that the little boy in the story is Von Helton. And this is how he chooses to remember the event. But anyways.
And so I got in between him and them, and I said, stop this shit. They eventually did.
Oh, okay, cool. Wait, John, so you have anything to say?
What do you want me to say something about what?
Here it comes.
Are you
Here it comes.
content and happy with your current life now?
Give me a one in the chat if you think this guy is like borderline bridge jumper.
Yeah, I'm happy. I would say that. Yeah, I wouldn't say I'm sad. I'm not happy. I mean, I am happy. I'm not sad.
That's nice. So what would you like me to pray for you? Or?
Yeah, I mean, if you want to pray for me, you can. If you want to pray.
Yeah, if you want to pray, feel free to pray. I mean, nobody's gonna fault you for that. You want to pray, feel free to do so.
All right. Why don't I just pray now for Vaughn and John?
Can I just pray? You pray. Just pray in your own time, Candace. Because whenever I ask you to pray for me, it's not exactly praying for me. It's just pushing your religion on me. It's not exactly praying for me. So if you want to pray for me, you could pray in your own time.
What about me praying for you now in my own way, but I'm not pushing it on you? I'm just letting my message go out. I'm just putting my message
you don't really pray. What I'm saying to you is, I've asked you to pray for me in the past, and whenever you do, when you say the words you pray, it's not really a prayer. It's more like forcing.
The video repeated because I put it back, but I put it back a little bit too far. And anyways, I just wanted to revel in fucking John's apparent fucking meh stage of his fucking current great life. That's all.
Your religion on me. You understand what I'm trying to say? It's not about prayer. It's about you and how you believe. For example, yesterday when I asked you to pray for me, you went, "Oh God, pray. I love help John because I love Jesus and Jesus is the best and I love Jesus so much and Jesus
yeah, because I'm a Christian, so obviously I'm gonna say that.
But that's not a prayer. That's just pushing your religion on me.
That's just your own. Basically, here's all you need to do. All you need to do is just ask your God to bless us or to give us aid. That's it. That's all you need to say. You don't need to say anything else.
Like when I prayed, when I prayed for you, Candace, and you're like, "Oh, can you pray for me?" And I did. I said, "Dear God, please give Candace happiness and health, and make her life, give her a husband and help. Amen." Simple. Like that's a prayer, right? I didn't say, "Dear God, help Candace find Judaism. God, Judaism is so good. Judaism is so great. Christianity sucks. Please, God, that's not a prayer. That's just being an asshole. That's just...
Okay. So from now on, when I pray for you, I will eliminate help John find.
Oh shit! I remember now. You're that Asian chick.
Yeah,
okay.
I am.
Yeah, I did a video on you, by the way.
That Asian chick.
Did?
I did. Sure did.
Was it still there?
I remember you. It's on our own BitChute. I remember you now. Okay. I remember you now.
Was it still there?
1 second, I got a phone call.
Yes. Yes, it is. Yeah, I remember you now. Yeah, I remember. It's all coming back to me. I see. Mm-hmm. Yeah, what I find fascinating, Candace, if you don't mind me saying, is that I ask for.
Now this is where it starts getting a little heated here, folks. it gets interesting. But I do want to point out, I got to give credit where credit's due. So this is a picture that he chooses to use as his avatar of when he was attempting to pull his shit together as he was courting his current paycheck, right? So you see that there. And I just, folks, we got to do a side-by-side. Because it's just... Whoops. Give me a sec. Excuse me. Sorry, folks. It's a one-man show. There we go. There we go. Let's do a side-by-side, folks, of what was not that long ago. Ladies and gentlemen. Like, what's this fucking guy? Like, what is he fucking work for fucking, is he a fucking pasta chef or a fucking, like, what the fuck? Oh my god, it's killing me. It's fucking killing. Oh my god, like, what is it? What is this fucking guy? Look at the... Alright, I'm done. I gotta fucking move this back. Oh my god. This is why people... This is what I think when I see people that are right into beards. I mean, I got nothing against beards at all. But is it true? Is it because of the chin? Folks, let me know. Is it because of the chin? Does everybody that... I'm done.
An Asian girlfriend, I asked for, and then you show up, but you're not pagan or Buddhist or Hindu or anything. You're Christian, and moreover, you are it almost seemingly like you're a plant of the trolls to dissuade me from finding the real Asian girlfriend that I need to find. I don't know if that makes sense.
Yeah, that picture looks like he went from pushing carts at Walmart to running the fucking glory hole in the fucking men's bathroom. Fucking sketch Walmart.
Sense to you? Probably not.
Jeez.
But it makes
I'm
sense.
the real Asian girl. I'm
No,
very real.
that's not what I mean. I don't mean that you're fake Asian. Although I did have some guy in Ghana try to claim to be an Asian female, and I totally owned his ass. No, what I mean is the idea that you are the forfeit, that or not forfeit. That's the wrong word. You're the fake Asian girl as opposed to the one that I really need to find. You get me? The trolls put you in my path to prevent you from finding.
You said,
the
what
Asian
should
girl
I
that
do?
need to find,
What,
basically.
Postal? You better fucking believe it. Go, 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 go.
Todd Malico 8 has just donated $2 through Super Chat. He looks like the spokesman for the Slap Chop.
Oh, Jesus, yeah. Thank you very much. That'd be fucking... I can't even look at it. And that's not even the good one. There's... Fuck, I'd be slap chopping a fucking restraining order in this motherfucker, making sure he's far away from parks and schoolyards. Again, I'm not saying that he does that. Oh, fuck me.
I don't know
Put
if that's
me
true.
in your
I'm just, I'm talking out loud, obviously.
No, Vaughn, I'm not a troll.
You're not a troll. You're sure?
Yep.
Why would you say you're not a troll?
Because I'm sexy. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah.
How old
I
are
don't.
you
I don't
again?
think Candace. I don't think Candace is trolling you, Vaughn.
Wait, how old are you again, Candace?
I'm 30 years old. Young.
30 years old. Okay. All right.
Half of your age, Vaughn. Half of your age.
That don't mean shit, and you know it.
Oh, here he goes. Here he goes. But he's so disappointed when he heard 30. He's like, I'm almost 60, but 30, nah. It's not weird enough. I need...
That don't mean shit, and you know it. Hugh Hefner married a 20-year-old, and he was 99 fucking years old. Age ain't got a damn thing to do with it.
Who married?
Anyway.
What happened?
Well,
What mayor?
That was money.
You didn't know about that?
Which
yeah, Hugh
mayor?
Hefner.
What mayor? Hugh Hefner. Yeah, he's the mayor of fucking Shitsville, John. Population 1.
Hugh Hefner, 99 years old.
Oh, Hugh
Hugh Hef-
Hefner. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Hugh Hefner, 99 years old. He married a 20-year-old. Nobody said shit. Nobody said a word about their damn age.
Yeah, well, double standards. You know, he can do whatever he wants. He's a
Yeah,
filthy person. You know,
well, it's not supposed to be about age any fucking way, though. That's the thing. It's not supposed to be about age. And for me, it isn't. For me, it's about having children. I want to have 3 more kids. But I'm obviously not going to have 3 more kids.
Hey, what's going on, Dan?
Hey, Dan, what's up?
So it is about age, 100%. Because he wants a young chick to breed out 6 more kids.
Hey, baby.
What's going
Replacements, folks.
on?
Not much.
I'll tell you what, Candace, you are you seem to me about that you're more interested in just interrogating a man. Just let him know you just want to interrogate him instead of spreading your bullshit religion. These guys don't give a shit about Judy or what is it?
Christianity.
I used to a long time ago, but I hadn't had no luck with Christianity either. It's a bunch of shit.
Yeah.
Which was taken away from the Hindu religion. If you look up Krishna, you'll find out all about that. But I just think I think you just want an interview. Why don't you just ask Vaughn for an interview one-on-one? Then y'all can go do that like Mrs. Parker do.
Right.
You know, I think that's what you're more looking for, right? Be honest.
No, like we were just hanging out over here. Like I can ask John questions too. Like I
can see John don't give a fuck right now.
Well, I was
John's
on here earlier, and I was like, you know, I was involved. You know, I was like, you know, talking, and I
didn't even know y'all were live. Somebody started messaging me. I got off work and come home, was just like watching this. I'm like, it's interesting, but I think you just need to. Vaughn, will you do an interview with Candace, and then you don't got to worry about invading.
Well, good. How much you gonna pay me?
Candace, he likes Chinese chicks, so guess what? You and him would get along just great. Or you're Oriental.
No, but Vaughn has to get a job first. Otherwise,
what the
I
fuck
would
does
not
he
have
need a job for to talk to you?
No.
What do you do for a living that's so
He likes Chinese chicks, so you guys will get along with. Oh, excuse me, Oriental.
special?
No, it's not about.
What do you do for a living that's so special? What's up?
Well, wait a second. Why are you yelling over here? No, I'm just
Because
saying,
I have a feeling you're just totally full of shit. That's all.
No, you had to have a source of income to be able to raise a family, douche.
Now wait a minute here. No, wait a minute here. What do you do for a living? How many kids you got?
It's none of your business. None
That's
of your
'cause you're on
business.
welfare, right?
Nope. I'm not going to tell you what I
Or
do
does
for
your
a
mommy
living
and
when
daddy
you're
pay
being a
your bills
douche.
still?
I'm not going to tell you what I
Well, then
do
if
for a
you
living.
all right, settle down, Sparky.
Why the hell should he have to tell you where he works?
Wait,
That's what I'm
Solar,
saying.
I was talking to Vaughn. I was never talking to you. So how is a person going to raise his family when he does not have a stable income source? Like, how is that going to?
I have rental property.
If
I
Vaughn
have
wins
rental
his,
property.
if Vaughn, listen, Candace, if Vaughn does win his case in court, he will actually have a decent end.
So this is where Vaughn spins it that he actually thinks he has rental property. So first and foremost, reality, Von Helton has no rental property. That was his mother's rental property. Von Helton has already tried to collect rent on property that he doesn't own, which is against the law, Vaughn. Just saying. And he is lying, right? Or he actually believes it, and he'll make some excuse. Well, it's, tied up with this and that, but that's mine. As part of this grand, delusion that he's actually going to get the land and live there forever and ever, right? That's option one. Or option two is Von Helton's twisted comic book version of reality, where he actually has this land that he's going to collect money. Well, if that's the case, and he is so convicted in this, that he is so confident in this, then why is he crying about needing income and EBT and stuff, right? It's either A or B, one or two. I'm going with one on this one, folks.
I'll have quite a decent
But
income.
But the point is, Solar, Vaughn is not a Christian, so we're not gonna get along.
What does that got to do with having a
Well, then why
job?
are you calling? Then why are you on here if
You
you don't like his
have
religion?
you have to have a shared belief to be able to, like,
So did you come in here to convert him? Is
maintain
what
your.
you're saying, right?
You have to have a shared belief so
So
you
you
can
want to convert
maintain
me?
your marriage well.
So you want to convert me?
You have to be a Christian so
You
that I
want
can
to
get along
convert
with
me?
you
Yes
better.
or no?
There's
It's a
nothing
simple
worse
question.
on a Sunday than having a
I
Christian knock
don't
on your door and try and
intend to
convert you.
convert anyone. I don't. But if you
Well,
want
then why
to
would
be
you
with
message
me,
him? Because your message is that if he's not of the same religion you are, then,
Exactly.
I don't even know
Exactly.
why you'd message a pagan or a Jew or a
Yeah.
Jew Muslim. Kareem up there in the corner. I don't know what his ass is anymore. Kareem Abdul Jabbar or whatever. And I wasn't trying to be mean. It just seems like you're being a little hypocritical here. If you want him to switch religions, Vaughn is
I'm
never
not
gonna
switching
become
religious
a
for
you
Jesus
are
shit,
freak,
going to
man.
get
That's never
get
gonna
in a
fucking
lot of arguments if you guys don't share the same beliefs, being in a marriage, and then
Neither one
I
of the
believe
three
in
of us.
Satan.
Okay,
Because
Candace.
I want to go to hell when I die because I want to listen to heavy metal, party, and raise hell for the rest of my life. So I have no interest in going to heaven.
you better be careful because you might regret it. You're
Inky
staying in a
is
But
city
regret being in hell and being able to party and have a good fucking time and listening to Ronnie James Dio sing
well,
live on
being in
stage.
hell doesn't feel like being in the party.
How do
That's
you
a
know? Have you
different
ever been
thing.
there? You ever seen it?
I'm the one that's
Well,
been
you
dead,
well,
not
the,
you.
according to the Bible,
now.
Little Sister Lozen donated $4.99 through Super Chat. That's a molestash.
That is a molestash, and I love it. Well, no, I don't. I love that it's named that. Let me restate that. Oh, folks, we got to do it. Just give me a sec here. Look at that. Oh, my God. Oh, Jeebus. Save me, Jeebus. Look at that. That's a fucking molestash. Right there, folks. Nothing screams, I got candy in the back of the van, kiddo. Then fucking look right there. Oh my God. Oh my Jeebus. Baby Jeebus. Let's get back to this.
it's like
Shit don't
a
exist.
lake of fire. The lake of fire.
No,
So it's different from parties.
If the Bible knew anything, it would have never said the world was flat. Now, Vaughn will argue with that, but
Well, okay,
I totally
which
disagree
book?
with the Bible. I think the Bible's a bunch of shit. I threw mine in the garbage a while back. It seemed like my
Okay,
house
so
got better when I did that.
so Solar, you were not a Christian, like being like
I
growing
was
up?
raised Catholic, my friend, and I went to fucking church twice a week and then once on Sunday because I had to go to church twice a week from school, and I hated it because I got fucked with by priests, nuns, anything you can name. It was the most fucked up place I ever lived. And if I could get a hold of one of them priests and kill them, I would, but they're all dead.
Okay, what was
Candace is gonna say they weren't real Christians.
I
They
wanted
fucked
to
a
ask.
couple of my friends in the
wait,
ass. I mean,
I
I'm
wanted to
being
ask-
dead serious.
I wanted to ask Solar. So, what was the worst experience that ever happened to you by those like
Being in
priests
San
and-
Quentin State Prison for 5 years. You got anything
What
else?
So did somebody?
I'll do it.
Huh?
Did some priests or nuns set you up to like get you?
I had a nun smash 3 of my fingers. I had to go to the hospital, but back then the shit got covered up. This was in the 70s, okay? But there were friends of mine that were abused by priests and shit like that, absolutely. And they would take that priest and send him to Italy right away or wherever the Vatican is and shit. You'd never hear from him again. And then all the lawsuits started like later on, like 20 years later. And some of them guys sued and got paid handsomely. Priest never touched me. I'd have cut him into pieces. I did have a gun break my hands one time with a ruler.
Well, I'm really sorry to hear that. So
the Catholic religion is a disguise for Satanism. I don't know if you know that or not.
It is the
really
whorehouse
is.
church in the
It's
Revelation.
very fucking evil, and they love fucking children. It's sick. It's gross. And that's part of Christianity.
Praise God, you got out of it. Praise God.
Well, I prayed to God. He didn't do shit for me.
Well, the Jesus I serve is not.
I think the Jesus you serve is a hallucination. I think you're schizophrenic.
Look, J-Dubs is an Irish Catholic. He's an Irish New Yorker playing a Jew playing a Muslim, folks. Undoubtedly that would put tremendous strain on anyone's psyche. Any mortal man. Except for possibly Von Helton, because he's been psychologically prepared. But, yeah. I mean, he's a dude playing another dude. It's fucking deep. Deep shit.
Schizophrenic, maybe, if you see him or talk to him. Have you seen hell? You said you've been there.
Well, I've never said I've been to hell, but I said, according to the Bible, hell means the lake of fire.
No, according to the Bible, hell means Von's trailer. No, I'm just kidding. You can go out to the Gravy Dome and pray and put a cross in the top, maybe. See what happens. See if it changes Von. Come down
Well,
there.
I did ask to pray for Vaughn and John, but they were like, I was just trying to impose my religious.
These guys are straight up into their
ideas.
religion. Look at Von's shirt. Do you think he has anything to do with Jesus on that shirt? And that's not Satanism. If Satanism would have an upside down star, the star would point.
And it would have a. And it would have a. It would have
you don't even know what they're looking at. I know what Satanism
because,
looks like.
Well, yeah, because Vaughn is. So what cult were you in? Are you in?
Oh, I've never been in any cults. I just don't believe in shit anymore. I believe in aliens. Okay, I know aliens exist.
Aliens are demons.
Aliens are not. Oh god.
Oh, I know aliens are demons, right?
Well, now,
the government's just admitted to having fucking the demons' crafts in their possession, right?
Right.
And they have F-18s flying around chasing that devil.
Why would a demon need? Why would a demon need a UFO?
Anyway? Come on.
Demons
Do you
don't
really
need
believe that the devil's flying around in beautiful UFOs and scaring the shit out of people? No. People that come into contact with these UFOs feel this beautiful, wonderful energy that comes off. And then everybody thought people like me and Vaughn were nuts, but the government's admitted, David Fravor, the pilot of the F-18 from the Princeton, has admitted to flying them, and everybody in the craft did, and then the craft behind that.
See, I don't want to offend anybody or anybody's beliefs, but to me personally, right at this point, it's like, it's entertaining surface level, I guess, but it's at this point, this is like fucking adults fighting about if the Easter Bunny could kick Santa Claus's ass. Like, this is fucking Nutsville, folks.
They were chasing around these things called Tic Tacs. Look it up. It's all over Fox News. It's all over everything now. It's out in the open.
Yep, it's out in the open.
And they've got a new UAP report. UAP stands for Unidentified Aerial Phenomenon. They don't call them UFOs anymore. But I'm just telling you, guess what? They ain't demons, honey. Because
well, the Bible just said the devil comes in an angel of light. So even if they feel good energies around the UFO,
it ain't no angel. It's an egg-shaped ship.
I mean, like, what's that?
It ain't no angel. It's an egg-shaped ship. Last time I saw an angel, it had wings on it, supposedly. Right?
Yeah.
I think you're in for a big shock one day, man.
Not a being of light.
There is no Jesus. There is no Satan in hell. We're born here, and when we die, we get eaten by worms. That's what's up. I hate to tell you. If there was
Vaughn literally testified saying that when he was an infant, and then his mom just like put him on a church altar and prayed, and his like the big hole in his heart.
What about all these kids that are murdered and shit every day and molested and all this crazy shit happens? Where's God at then? I think he forgot a long time ago about
go to heaven. Their spirits go to heaven.
I think Jesus, Son of God, whatever you want to call him, packed his bags up and said, fuck this.
Maybe those people did not pray. How do you know? Like, maybe those people around those kids.
Children that can't talk or are not praying? Oh, by the way, if they're not baptized, they go to hell right away. That's what's really fucked up.
Yeah, that's what Christianity says.
That's not what the Bible said.
It is what it says.
We are saved by grace through faith. Okay, it's
right.
It's not just about the water baptism.
How does it? All right, now hold on. How does a newborn baby testify that they're going to follow Jesus Christ? How does that work? Yeah, they don't. They can't.
Convert me now, and I'll give you $5,000 if you can convert me right now.
They can't because they can't speak. They can't because they can't speak. But that
Correct.
Doesn't mean.
And so they can't convert to Christianity, which means they're going to burn in hell for all eternity. That's what the Bible says. The Bible says that you have to speak with your mouth that Jesus Christ is Lord. And if you can't do that, you're going to hell. That's what the Bible says. That's not me. The Bible says that.
Very fair. God knows that the toddler doesn't have any ability to acknowledge or confess Jesus being Lord. So God knows everything. He's going to be fair on the judgment day. It's not like he's going to send that infant to hell.
Right. That doesn't do me good right now.
Well, let me ask you something there, Candace.
Fast food mentality doesn't work, Vaughn. Like you're
I
gonna
live
be
in the here and now, sweetheart. Okay, I live in the here
Look
and
at that
now.
man's necklace.
You know, the great. Listen, I agree with you that there is a great by and by. I agree with you that there is an afterlife. I agree with you that there is a realm outside of time and space where God exists. I agree with you on those things, but that doesn't help me now. I need the help now here. I
that
don't
was
need
why
the
I
help in the
offered
great by
prayers
and
for
by.
you.
In
That
the
was
great
why
by
I
and by,
offered
we're all going to
prayers
be
for
sitting
you,
under a
and you
tree playing a fucking
rejected.
violin. I don't
I
know. So
offered
Candace,
I
that
offered
doesn't help
prayers
me.
for
I need
you
help
to
here
improve
in
your
this
financial
world, in
status,
this
and you
reality, in
rejected
this
me.
life.
Candace,
I need
can you
help
do me a
here.
That's
favor?
why I offered prayers for you, but you rejected me, saying I was imposing my ideas on you.
All
And I
right, so
told you you
pray.
can
Can
pray
you
all you
so
want.
pray for us then, Candace?
Yeah, pray
Yeah,
for
I
us.
want her to listen. I want her to give me her best pitch to convert me back to Christianity. I'll listen right now. I want to hear what you got because maybe you got something I'm missing. Go ahead,
I doubt it.
Candace, and I won't
Okay,
be.
so I am from Ta- Taiwan, but like
Oh, okay,
something
Vaughn, you lied. You said
happened.
she was from China.
No, I'm not
No.
from China.
No, I
Taiwan is
said
not
she
a
was
part of
Asian.
China.
I didn't say she was from China.
We're Chinese. We're actually Chinese by blood, but
Yeah, I
like
buy bolts and nuts off you guys.
China is
sometimes.
but our
Taiwan's the real
nationality
China.
is Taiwan.
Taiwan's actually
Taiwan
the
is the
People's
real
Republic
China.
of China.
Yeah. Taiwan
Sell me Christianity, baby. Go ahead.
Okay, so I actually because I actually was baptized in an evangelical church, but I stray away and joined the Mormon church, and I got
Oh my God, you're
Oh my
a
God.
no,
You ain't
I'm
even
an
a Christian
ex-Mormon.
then.
I'm an ex-Mormon. I got ritually
Ex-Mormon.
abused in
Joseph
the Mormon
Smith.
church.
You were better off with the Mormons than you are with the Christians, though. I'll tell you that right now. You might as well move back to Salt Lake
No,
City. All my cousins are Mormon.
that's a wrong idea. Like
Why?
I got satanically ritually abused in the Mormon
Through
church,
Christianity and Creole. Yeah, ain't that something?
and the Son of the Living God Jesus pulled me out of that cult and sent me a free plane ticket to where I am now and free accommodations, and I got a new job offer sent to my table without me
Damn,
applying,
Jesus sent her
and
plane.
I was doing because I was doing God's perfect will.
Let me ask
So-
you something. If I murder a cousin, let's say a cousin of yours owned a store and I armed robbed it and I shot and killed him and blew him away. And I prayed for forgiveness 5 years later and said, "Oh my God, I found Jesus. I want forgiven and all that stuff." Would you forgive me, or do you think Jesus would do that? Because I don't.
Jesus will forgive you because there's nothing the blood doesn't cover. But you would however, would probably feel bad after you realize the harm that you have caused. But Jesus will
I have zero
definitely
feelings
forgive
towards.
you.
I'm a sociopath. I think I can kill an ant or a person.
Okay, but you were saying that
For some reason, I don't know why. I
repent.
just
So
don't give
if
a fuck.
you repent, that means you actually feel bad towards your killing your cousin. So
No, I said
that
if your
case,
cousin owned a store and I armed robbed it and killed them, how would you feel? Would you forgive me 5 years later if I said, "Oh my God, I found Jesus," and I wrote you a letter from doing life in prison?
I would have to forgive you because it's in the New Testament. It's
I'd want to kill
it's
the
the
person that
commandment.
did it. See, that's where you're different from me. I couldn't do
It
that.
will be hard for me to forgive, but it's the commandment for me to have.
No,
So
it
I
is, and
have
it
to
makes no
forgive you.
sense to me because the Bible says a fucking eye for a fucking eye. So guess what?
No, that's in
take
the
that
Old
eye.
Testament. You have to read the New Testament
It's in
too.
the Old Testament. I mean, the Old Testament. Yeah.
The Old Testament, and then in the New Testament, Jesus said, if someone asks you for a coat, you have to give him your cloak too.
I just got the
Someone
shit
has to
from
walk a
hearing
mile,
Jesus
you have to
stuff.
walk 2 miles. So, and Jesus
Actually,
said,
I just want to
"Come to me, all ye heavy laden burden."
Which Christian religion are you a part of now? Are you still Mormon?
Nope, I am not a Mormon. I'm an ex Latter-day Saint, but now I don't go to any church, but I'm a Bible believing Christian.
Which Bible?
Born again Christian.
Which denomination, girl?
I don't have a denomination. I don't believe in any denomination.
Do you read the King James Bible?
I do read the King James.
Petrich Farm remembers. Why can't you?
Eliminated 75% of it.
Petridge Farm.
Listen, religion was created a long time ago
Well,
by
I
the
don't believe
globalists
in
back
religion.
then
I don't believe in
Vaughn trying to get this joke out is just cringy.
religion.
to keep people from killing them, to keep people
Wait,
from coming and
Solar,
killing the kings and queens
Solar,
because
I
they're like,
don't
oh my
believe in
God, you'll go to
religion.
hell. It
I
was all
believe in a
invented. It was all
relationship with
shit.
Jesus. I believe in a relationship with Jesus. I don't believe in
Is your name
religion.
Holly Baglio? Because she's the only one I know that's married to Jesus. And she's a straight up nut.
Poor Holly,
Well,
man. I feel so sorry for that girl.
we as
I
the
don't.
remnant
Tried to
church,
come to
we
my
Five
will
house.
be
french fries
married
short
to
of a Happy Meal.
Jesus.
Tried to come to my house and do one of these numbers, buddy, and I didn't want no parts of it.
We as the remnant church, we will be married to Jesus, but that's after we are raptured.
You ain't
Well,
getting raptured.
I want to
You'll
know.
be
I want
waiting
to
for
know,
Jesus
Candace.
to come down here in about 5 years when the wars get worse. He ain't never showing up. He would have came here when Hitler was on his wrath if he was really coming back. Because I mean, what? 20 million Jews got killed. I mean, come on.
Pepperidge Farm remembers, Candace. Why can't you?
I really think that Jesus, if he had any testicles, would have came back when
He will come
Hitler
back.
was on his wrath of hell. I mean, he should have. I mean, people starved and millions. It was awful.
Well, what about the Black Death? I mean, billions died under the Black Death. Where was he at?
He's never coming. He's never coming back.
Well,
was he
the
on
king-
holiday?
Wait, Solar, who is the king? Who is the prince of this world? It's Satan,
But Vaughn, where were your gods? Huh.
right? It's not Jesus.
Ozzy Osbourne actually is the.
Jesus is going to take over. Jesus is going to throw away this worldly system that we have right now, and then he would introduce New Jerusalem, which is the better, which is not like, not corrupted like this current world that we're living in.
I had a friend of me and my ex-wife. Him and his wife started taking me to church because I used to have a drinking problem. They started taking me to church and all this stuff, and we prayed and all this stuff. Next thing you know, my wife's cheating on me and she's out, fucking other guys and
that good old Christianity. I remember.
She didn't want me to do drinking and fraternizing with other women, which I never cheated on her. But it's funny that when I started praying, it was like things got way worse. I'm like, damn, I tried a last attempt, and Jesus didn't care. He just didn't care, and I gave it all. I even put money in their damn dish every even though it went in their pockets. And I don't know. I just got a real bad sense of Christianity here recently, or not recently, in the last 5 years or so. I shouldn't have came off so hard on you, but the thing that upset me was you will say to Vaughn, he's got to get a job, but you won't even admit if you work, which tells me you don't work. There's no reason you can't say I work, right?
Well, what does it have to do with my faith?
Because you had said that you won't talk to Vaughn unless he gets a damn job.
I get a job.
No,
you said you. No, Candace. You did say that you didn't want to talk to me unless I had a job. You did say that. Scroll back.
I didn't say I wouldn't want to talk to you. I said I wouldn't want a relationship with you if you don't have a job.
Do you mean a relationship as far as dating?
That's the same damn thing.
Well, wait. How are you going to raise a family if you don't have?
He's going to win the lottery.
Yeah. Win the lottery.
You hear what the gods of creation said? He's going to win Powerball. And what's the
other
one?
If Jesus tells me to be with Vaughn, I would buy my flight ticket right now and go to Vaughn's trailer.
No, you would not. No, you would not.
Jesus contacted you and said, "Go marry Vaughn." You go do it.
No, she wouldn't.
Well,
that's a
that
lie.
would have to be under the premise that
I'm gonna put a megaphone up above your roof.
No, he would have to be a Christian first.
It's a lie.
What does the Bible say? What does the Bible say? We cannot be unequally yoked.
Well, who's to say you couldn't convert to paganism and be with me? What's wrong with that?
Well, I believe in God. I believe in the Son of the living God.
The pagan gods used a Christian church to heal my happy ass. So why can't the pagan gods convert you from Christianity to paganism?
Why? It's Jesus that healed you. You were in a Christian church at the time. How would it be?
He got rid of Jesus a long time ago.
Jesus has been gone a long time ago, honey.
When Andrea moved out, it's when Jesus left because she was a Jesus freak because I think Vaughn's relatives told her to become
Well,
one.
Vaughn's relatives and someone by the name of Tammy Hill Alexander on Facebook and a bunch of other people on Facebook.
Yeah.
Oh, you need to get rid of your pagan husband and get you a
You
good
can
Christian
still
man,
grow your
Andrea.
faith. You just don't
Vaughn
need
that's
to
has
grow
exactly
the
what she
mustard
does.
off
seed.
1,000 times, and he's never tried to turn me into a pagan. He's just explained his religion. But I do understand that maybe you are for the good of it, and maybe you do think that if these guys turn into Christians that they'll be better. I hope that's what your message is, but I hope you're just not playing games and you're not a real, because
I'm
if you're
just
playing
playing
Why
games,
am
games.
I
you're
playing games?
Yeah,
What do
just
I
because
gain
I
from?
remember you from last year now. I
You're
know
a
who you
troll.
are.
You're a troll. What do you think trolls
You're
do?
straight up were
They
sent
come
here
out and
by
start a
certain
bunch of
people.
shit. That's all.
I
they do.
am not a troll. I'm not a troll, and you can click
You're not a
into my
troll.
YouTube channel. I'm not a troll. I am the messenger. I'm a messenger for Jesus Christ. I'm not a
Okay,
troll.
well,
I was
I was
Wasn't
just
that you in
hang
that
out,
shower
have
last
fun.
year or something like that? And the camera got
No,
flipped
that was some
upside
black
down?
chick. No, that was some black chick that
Why
was
was
in the
that black
shower.
girl? Okay.
Okay, all right, hang on a second. All
I'm
right,
sorry
all right,
about
all
that.
right, Candace.
You were
Okay,
part of that show, though, I think, is what happened.
yeah, she was
That's
on
right.
there earlier.
I
Okay,
remember
Candace.
that.
All right,
My
Candace.
bad
Let
there,
me.
Candy.
Okay, all right, Candace. Let me.
So that's the second time that he, instead of just saying, no, that was a different woman, no, that was that black chick. So she's the Asian girl. The one out of the shower was the black chick. But it's interesting whenever they talk about white people, they don't say, no, it's the white chick. It was the fucking, I just find it's just, it's not the dude with the red sweater and the glasses. It's the black guy. Like it's.
I'm gonna be serious for a minute. Hold on. Let me be serious.
Candy
for
Rain
one
send
moment.
you?
Candy Rain probably did send her, but
Candy
anyway.
Rain put a spell on me.
Yeah, I know she did. Anyway, listen, Candace, let me ask you a serious question, a legit question. How close to Jesus do you believe you are? I'm being straight up. I'm not.
I believe I believe he's omnipresent. So
No,
what do you mean
I
by
asked
how
you
close?
no, I asked you about your personal relationship with Jesus Christ. How strong of a personal relationship do you have with Jesus Christ?
I think the closest among all my Christian friends.
Okay, all right. Well, then let me ask you a legitimate question. I'm going to ask you right now, what do you believe Jesus wants? And don't talk, and I'm not talking about conversion. I'm talking about what to help me in the real world with my life right
Oh my God,
fucking now.
Jesus is here right now.
What would Jesus tell you to say to me? What do you believe Jesus would tell you to say to me to help me in my life right now to recover my money, recover my children, maybe get a new wife? What do you think Jesus would say? How do you believe Jesus?
First of all, I feel Jesus would want me to pray for you and even do fasting prayers.
Yeah.
And second of all, let's say if for your part, I would say Jesus would want you to repent for worshiping false gods, and Jesus would want you to get down on your knees and pray to him and ask him for his timely help to help you with your financial status,
He's done that.
to restore your families.
He's done that, lost his children and everything because of it.
Yeah.
Okay, because he has been estranged from Jesus for a really long time. So it's gonna take some time for his prayers to get to Jesus, because he has not been talking to Jesus for how many years? So you would need
30.
somebody 30 years, right?
Yeah,
So
over 30 years.
And how many days have you prayed to Jesus?
None.
Yeah. So why do you expect?
No, Vaughn. She's saying in your lifetime, you used to pray.
In my lifetime.
Vaughn used to go take the collections up at church, all that shit.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I used to do all that.
He was way more of a Christian than you are, I bet you. I'm not trying to be
guaranteed. I was out on the street preaching, literally.
What do we got here? We got like the wish list ZZ Top, folks.
I was.
I'll have a Bible contest between you and Vaughn. I bet you he blows you away.
I guarantee I will. Yeah.
I don't doubt that. So that's why I feel you should give Christianity another chance again, because you're.
Are you fucking kidding me? I would lose everything if I did that. I've already lost damn near everything now.
Bills are due. He prays to the God's creation.
Wait, Vaughn, since you were asking me this question, that means you desperately want to get your life back on the right track. Am I correct?
I want my life back on the right track, but not at the
is. He got
expense of
monetized
losing
the
everything
other
I
day.
own. I've already
Okay,
lost
so
enough.
what if I say if you are willing to repent for your sins and you're willing to get down on your knees and pray to God and ask God in Jesus' name to help with your
All it's your own
financial
How
fault.
much
situation?
money you got, sweetheart? How much money you got?
You can't do that. You have to
No, you
give
don't
Jesus time
understand.
and
No,
faith. You have to have faith.
you don't understand my situation.
Like I said,
Okay.
fast food mentality doesn't work.
Listen. Okay, listen, Candace. I lost everything
I'm trying to
because
help
of
you.
I
I'm trying to
will
help you.
okay, all right. I'm willing to give you the benefit of the doubt, but you gotta listen. Okay, Christianity is how I lost everything. Yeah, I see that. That's nice. Christianity is how I lost everything. Okay. So what I need from you is I need some financial backup in case I lose the rest of my fucking money. Okay. So because if let's say I
Oh
go
yeah,
ahead
you're
and
gonna lose money from the gods of creation if you fucking convert.
yeah, because the gods of creation are going to disown my ass if I turn back to Christianity. So you're going to have
Jesus
to cough
does
up.
say he wants you to live in poverty, though, Vaughn. Maybe he took all your money away. I never even thought about that.
Who?
Jesus wants people to live a life.
The complete upside down fucking ironic irony, of this whole fucking this bullshit with Vaughn is that despite the case that he laid out in retrospect, his life has been in a constant decline. Like I'm talking mudslide, right? Down this fucking ever expanding fucking cliff. Like since he's been a pagan, his life has been demonstrably worse. He is in a worse situation now than any other point in his fucking life. That's his case. Vaughn, what you're doing ain't working. Dude.
You want to live a life of poverty.
Maybe when you became an apprentice or whatever you were of his,
right.
He stripped you of all your millions. The 7.5.
Could be. Yeah, that
not
could
want
be.
you to live in poverty. Jesus
Yeah, he
will,
took 7.5 million.
will fulfill all your needs. But
Yeah, what does it say? Come as a child. You got to come as a child. Well, does a child have any money? Fuck no, they don't. Ain't got no
well,
fucking
you are making
Nice,
two
Vaughn.
unrelated.
It's a little puke in the
incidents
No, they're
in the
very
Bible.
related, honey. I just
are
told you
mixing two
Christianity is how I got in this position. I lost everything. My inheritance, my money, my houses, cars. I've lost all of that shit. Okay. I had a really
The
nice
Bible talks about
I had a
Christians
really
being
nice cherry.
persecuted.
1984 Mercury Cougar, man. It was sweet. It
God
was a
can
sweet
restore.
ride. I
God
lost
can
that
restore
motherfucking
that.
car. Okay, I want that car. I'd love to have that car back.
I
It
don't
was a
know the
sweet ride.
specific reason how you lost those things, but God is the God of
God
restoration.
is not the God of
Jesus
restoration.
is the
No,
God
he's
of
not.
restoration.
So, just a checklist. So when Vaughn was quote unquote Christian, he had a car, he worked jobs, he had a wife. Compared to now, after following his nameless gods, he's about to be evicted with nowhere to go. He has absolutely no equity at 60 years old whatsoever. No job, kids removed, divorced twice, wearing a shirt for days at a time with a hole in the front and stained by holding the dog. Cannot make fucking even a simple craft foam airplane glide in the fucking wind. Foam airplane gliding in the wind, folks. He can't do it. And the list goes on and on. Folks, come on.
No, he's not. Because
And
if he
it
was,
says
I'd
in
have
the
got all
Bible,
that shit
we're
back
going
a
to
long
get
time ago.
persecuted when we follow Christ. So
I would have
maybe
got all that shit back a long time ago. Aren't you
Christian,
listening?
or what's her name again? Candace.
Candace.
Give me
Candace.
3 major benefits that you've gotten since you've become this major Christian. I'm serious.
Yeah,
I want to know 3 right
And
now.
while
The
you're doing
most
that, I'm
major
gonna go fix
ones.
me something
Please
to
tell
eat.
me.
God has cured me of my mental health issues. God
Wow.
has
What
given
I ask
me.
what mental health issue you have? Because I'm bipolar, so.
I'm bipolar too. I'm bipolar.
And
I'm
he got rid of your
OCD,
well,
I have
between the both of us,
anxiety.
we're quadpolar. Then did he get rid of your bipolarness?
He revealed what type of supplement I should take instead of medicine. And
God should be able to snap his fingers and be like, "Yo, you're mental." And I can't believe he's selling supplements. But go ahead.
Well, he actually healed me by relocating me. So I was really manic in
Okay,
my
that's number one.
hometown, but he relocated me.
That's number one. What's
So
number two that he did for you?
number
Be
two
serious,
is God
because you
has
might have
gave
converted me. Huh? Good.
God has gave me a good job, and
How
God
do you know
has
God did it, not the employer?
I did not apply for it. It was I prayed, and I was really persecuted in my previous job. I worked there
Bisolar. I like that.
for 5 months, and then God sent an invitation to me without me applying, and I have been working there for 5 years.
Well, I have a
And
ridiculous job. And do you think God did that for me? I know He didn't, because I didn't pray for it.
well, but the thing is, the current job field that I'm doing is not the one that I like. It's not my expertise. So I actually got a chance to go in a completely new field and to be able to be trained into doing something else. So I
That's
gained
actually really
another
good.
skill.
So you're a nurse.
Nope. But I graduated with a completely different, I graduated from a completely different, like a completely different field, from a completely different field. But
Are you in
it's,
medical?
nope, I'm not in medical. I've never been in medical, but
Are you
I'm
in the
just saying,
food
like,
industry?
say that again.
Are you in the food industry?
Nope, I've never been in the food industry, but
Okay.
I'm just saying, like, it's
Well,
gonna be hard to, like,
you
you know
can't
how.
say what field of work you're in. You're not going to get doxxed.
No, it's actually a field that is really new, and it's actually a field that I like it more. And it's actually a new skill under my belt, because it's impossible for me to get to a job of that field which I have no knowledge in, because I didn't take any courses back in college
Mhm.
relating to that field.
So
So it
you
would have been.
prayed, and this job came up. Well, that's two. So you got rid of bipolar through supplements that God told you what supplement to get. Do you hear it mentally through your head when He tells you what supplement to get, or is it written down on paper somewhere the next day when you wake up? I'm just curious.
It was like I was really, like, bullied in my old job, and I
Yeah,
cry out to
I don't
God.
get
And
bullied.
no, I got
Type A
bullied.
personality. I can't. I don't bully others, but I don't take any shit. I tell people off the second they get in my face.
Yeah, but that's not
That
the
might be
Asian.
why I'm home right now, because I was actually asked to leave work because there was an argument over some shit going on in there, and it wasn't my fault, and actually it
Oh,
caused me to
so
not be able to work tonight.
so you just lost your job?
No, 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 no. I have a union job, so it's very hard to get fired. But someone on the first shift
Oh,
tried to
union job is
say,
amazing. Like,
you wouldn't believe where I work at. Let's just put it that way. I have a uh, pretty good job, and I didn't pray to
is it like
anybody.
good money?
I never. It took me 6 years to get in this place. What's that?
So is it like a, like, bank union?
No, hell no. But so with my background, I didn't think I'd get in. But just because I was in jail, don't mean I wasn't released from jail and found innocent a couple years later, which is what happened. Um,
Okay, so what
I
put
could
you
have
in
sued the
jail in the
state of
first place?
California. I could have sued the state of California. There's nothing on my record because of that. What's that?
Okay, what put you in jail in the first place? Burglary?
um,
Robbery?
got
You
pulled
shot
over in a
someone?
vehicle that had some shit in it, and there was five of us in there. People don't tell on each other. They bust the whole vehicle. And several years into it, there was so much pressure on one guy to admit the shit was his, because we were all doing time for this sumbitch. But if you tell, you die. Okay,
Was it drug? Kind of.
partially there was
Okay.
more than that in there.
Okay, so basically you were found with a vehicle with drugs.
And the guys shit who it was didn't admit to it, but I sure as hell wasn't gonna say whose it was. That ain't what we do. Or back at the time, that's not what we do. So, anyways, I got sentenced to 5 to 10 years. So 2.5 years to 3 years into it, somewhere around there.
You got your
Um,
parole?
my attorney came in, so you're gonna be released tomorrow. He's fessed up, said it was all his and this and that, and they knew it was, but they just wanted to punish everybody. So I was released. All charges were dropped. If I signed paperwork saying I would not sue the state of California. So,
Oh, so
yeah,
your prison was in the state of California.
yes, it was
Are
one of the
you
worst. Well, they're
is
all
this
bad.
Can you reveal which prison is it, or you don't want to? Like,
I already said it at the beginning here, baby.
I didn't catch that. Just to remind you, English isn't my mother tongue, so I'm just trying my best to like communicate.
This is about 20 years ago. So what year is it? 2022? Okay.
I want you to pay attention because this is classic too, right? Talk about not seeing the forest for the trees. Vaughn does this. All the cows do this. They don't pay attention, right? Yeah, she's a troll for sure. Coming from an account called Harry Poon. Okay, an account called Harry Poon is calling out someone else for being a troll. I think, anyways.
So 2003, 4, 5. Yeah, this was 20 years ago. This shit happened, and I was actually pretty surprised, but I went down with it.
No, but you know what,
and
Solar,
did what
you're
I
a
had to
good
do,
guy.
and
I
I
would
came
have
out.
visited
I
you.
came out of there a man.
Now, let's say we were friends. I would have visited you in the jail because you seem to
I
be a
wouldn't have
pretty
let
nice
you.
guy.
I wouldn't have let you. You don't want to come to where I was at. It's horrifying.
Did you almost get butchered? Like,
Hell no. Hell no. I came in there with a gang, okay?
you're gonna be the one that butcher others.
Fuck no, man. If somebody asked me to butcher somebody, I was level 3, man. I wasn't no level 5. Level 5 are butchers and shit like that. I was put in with a bunch of car thieves, drug dealers, and other shit. It's a long story, but I'll just say this.
Have you? Yeah, go
Something
on.
I ain't proud of at all, but it's been expunged. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But if the guy would have fessed up, none of the other 4 people would have ever been locked up. And there was a lot of pressure for him to fess up because it was causing a lot of trouble after about a couple of years being in. People were losing their businesses, losing all their money. Their wives are going crazy, seeing other men. I was pretty young at the time. She's lying, Harpoon 12 said. What's up with her lie? What do you mean she's lying? She ain't even a Christian, is she? Recite a Bible thing right now there.
I doubt she's even Christian. Why would I not be a Christian? In which part of me doesn't make me a Christian? That's so weird.
I don't know the outside chat saying that.
I'm trying my best to communicate with 2 Americans with like me, with English as my second language. And I'm trying my best to like communicate, and you're saying I'm a troll.
No. The outside chat is. They're saying.
Yeah. I'm speaking to the outside chat.
I'm sorry, but Jesus ain't getting rid of all the frost for you. Well, Vaughn ain't praying for Jesus, so.
That's the whole problem. Jesus wouldn't get rid of the frost. That's the whole damn problem. That's a whole damn problem.
You guys are so impatient with Jesus. You guys should be.
Oh my God! Listen to me, girl. Didn't you fucking listen?
How much more do I have to lose? Holy shit, man! I've lost everything, literally.
Well, the reason you lost
didn't do shit for me except cause me pain and shit I seen and the abuse that Catholic.
I've lost damn near
Catholic school go through is crazy. I think every Catholic school in the United States should be shut down. They don't ever arrest these pedophile priests. It's very rare that they do. They send them back to the Vatican, and they can't be touched in there because Vatican City is its own city.
Yeah,
they take subpoenas and wipe their asses with it.
Yep.
These people need to be put in jail, man, instead of being sent there and put in a retirement community. It's disgusting. Most priests are gay and pedophiles. Well, guess what? Christianity hates gay people. I don't have a problem with gay people. I have gay relatives. You think I hate them? Fuck no.
I think gay people if
you think gay people can change if they pray to God? That shows how crazy your religion is. Because a gay person likes a guy like I like women. That's what you don't get. You can't convert a guy that's gay. You can't convert a guy that's gay to liking a woman. It's impossible. I've never seen it happen through religion once ever. Show me one case where they prayed for a gay man and he turned into liking Pamela Anderson, because I have never seen that shit. He went from putting David Hasselhoff's poster up to Pamela Anderson's bullshit.
Well, there was actually one guy, but I mean, if a guy's gay and he wants to be a Christian, he should abstain from.
G-Man is, so get a hold of him. He's a gay Christian. He lies about it.
He's a Christian. Yeah, he's a Christian.
The biggest bullshitter in the world. He's
gay.
He
is.
Yeah, he is. All you gotta do is listen to him talk. I had a number of gay people I work with look at his videos and they're like, "Oh my God, he ain't straight." and they know right away they got that gaydar shit.
Right. Yeah, man.
You know?
Did Vaughn just like totally agree that G-Man was gay?
I need G-Man. Someone get a hold of G-Man now.
Oh.
Anonymous has just donated $3. In this conversation, Vaughn says his problems will be fixed by money and not faith. However, when it comes to the estate, he focuses on faith and not earning money. Am I hearing this right?
Don't try to make sense of it. It's the shit abyss. If you stare in it too long, you'll get sucked in. But thank you very much. So yeah, there's a nice little clippy clip right there, folks. At about what I'm trying to read this, about an hour and 50 minutes in ish. VONHELTON confirms that G-Man is gay.
Wait,
G-Man
are we
don't
still
let guys
live?
say fuck you too.
Yeah, we're still alive.
How is this channel John? Because
It used to be. Vaughn just took it over. You and Vaughn took it over.
The
John
Twitch is John's, but the StreamYard is mine.
I think Vaughn left. John left because when he got
the
that phone call,
StreamYard's
that means his girlfriend. I don't know what
his
her
girlfriend probably called
her
him.
first name's been, or her first name. I don't know what her first name is, but her last name I think's Bin Laden. She
wait, Vaughn, which channel is it with the live? With this live? What?
The
what is
Twitch
the
channel is John's channel, but this StreamYard that we're using is mine.
Oh, this is your channel, John.
This is my.
John gave me a link.
This is my StreamYard, but it's John's Twitch. Do you get it?
Oh,
and
that's
what is what and what is
I
the
thought we were on
YouTube channel?
Odyssey.
What is the YouTube channel that is streaming this?
John don't have or
John got rid of the YouTube channel. He cut
Vaughn,
that off.
John don't want Vaughn on his YouTube channel because Vaughn keeps talking about shit that gets John thrown off.
Yeah.
So Vaughn's got to go.
Okay,
when,
so we are only live on Twitch.
36 people watching right now.
We're only on Twitch right now.
47 now.
47.
okay.
I only see
How am I
16.
gonna? Oh, he left.
I don't know. He might be back. I only see 16.
Well, it's like
15
midnight
now.
over here. So Vaughn, nice talking to you. I probably have to go to sleep soon.
Why?
Well, it's midnight over here.
Midnight? It's only 4:52.
4:52 a.m. over here. I was staying up to talk to you guys.
Well, where are you at? I thought you was in the States.
You know, I'm not in the States, honey. I'm in Asia.
Bullshit. What time is it there right now?
It's 4:53 a.m. It's literally it's a little early.
Hold on, man. In Thailand, it's 4:53 a.m. right now. Wrong. You're off by 2 hours, girl.
No.
Yes, you are.
He's probably got the world clock right there in front of him.
You're off by 2 hours if you're in Thailand, honey.
You got the world clock in front
I'm not
of
in
you.
Yes,
Thailand.
you are.
I am not in Thailand, you guys. I'm going
Well,
to
now,
sleep.
yeah, you said you were because now that you found out you're off by 2 hours, you're in some other country. Go look and see which countries exactly 12 hours are in front of us, and then
I
you'll
think
know where
it's
you're
actually. I think that would actually be Vietnam, not Taiwan.
Vietnam,
I think.
Singapore, Malaysia are all 12 hours ahead of you guys.
at. I
So,
know where they are. I've been there.
so Solar, have you ever been overseas?
Yes, I have. Want to see my passport?
So, which country have you been to?
I was just in Ukraine fighting the Russians last week. So
Oh my gosh, that's not funny. But
I was, and then I switched sides and started fighting the Ukrainians.
wait, is this a joke?
I was in Afghanistan getting poppy
No.
plants to bring home to grow in my yard. months
Wait, so
before
you
that.
were in the
No,
army
no.
union?
No.
No, but I was over there in Afghanistan getting poppy plants and tried to grow them in my backyard. They froze.
Wait, you were in Afghanistan, but you were not in the military?
Yeah, I went over there to try and get. You know what poppy plants are?
Yeah,
Drugs,
yeah, I
honey.
know.
Drugs.
I was trying. Yeah, I was trying to grow them so I could grow my own medicine.
Drugs.
Okay, so
Give me
this was
drugs,
when
give me
you were
drugs,
still in
give
the
me
gang.
drugs.
No, I ain't in a gang right now. It's called a
Okay,
club.
so it was a part of your job to fly to Afghanistan to grow poppy.
No. I was in Afghanistan a few months ago. Yeah.
Wait, you were in Afghanistan a few months ago, so it wasn't because of your job?
That's why I wasn't around for a month. Might
Oh,
be
so
part of
you
my
were
job.
there because of leisure purpose.
No.
Wait, you were there not because of your job, not because of leisure?
No.
If it was because of my job, I wouldn't be able to tell you that shit.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So it's like confidential.
Yes.
Not
Very,
really. I just told you and Vaughn and everybody watching.
very confidential.
Then, okay, you want to know what other countries I've been to? I've been to Budapest, Hungary.
Yeah.
I've been to Athens, Greece. I've been to Mexico.
Oh, Ms. Parker, have you seen J-Dub's newest look? I call it Ode to a Restraining Order. So he shaved the beard. Apparently that is a real mustache, but I have my doubts. I think he's tricking us all. I think he's trolling us all, folks. I think it's all a product of optical illusion that makes it look like he has no chin. Where does chin go? Oh my God. It's so chomo. Just do not leave your kid alone in a room with anyone that looks like this, folks. I'm not saying he is, I'm just saying he looks like one. Anyways, on with the show.
Mexico.
Mexico.
Going to South Africa in 2 months. I've been to I can't remember. There's been a number of places I've been to.
Have you been to the Far
I've always wanted to go to Scandinavia. I've always wanted to go to like Switzerland and Sweden and shit like that, but I've never been there.
That didn't help.
I get sent to terrible places, okay?
Damn, that
Wait,
sounds
so-
almost like my situation.
Yeah.
The situation I used to have.
Well, they wanted to send me to Vaughn's trailer and I refused, so.
That's right, because it's hell over here, buddy. You don't want any
Said
of
worse
this shit.
than They said it's
Trust me.
worse than Afghanistan.
Trust me, it's worse than Afghanistan. That's
I
right. You
actually
don't
think
want.
it's
You
pretty
don't
cool
want.
to live in a trailer.
You don't want here because
Not
I
when the
tell you,
tires go flat and it starts rolling down a fucking hill.
that's it. There you go.
Oh.
That's it.
Vaughn's trailer's on 8 wheels.
Yes, it is.
Or no, Vaughn, your trailer ain't on wheels anymore, is
Oh,
it?
yes, it is. Yes,
Oh,
it is. I've got a full.
You ever check the tires? Because
I've got a
fish tank
full.
in each corner of the trailer, and when you go in
I've
and look
got.
at the fucking fish tanks off level, then you know.
I
your
have a
tires are
full
flat.
trailer still underneath my. I have a full frame underneath my trailer. Yes, I do. It's still there.
Can I ask you something, Candace? Have you ever been out of the country? Candace.
She got raptured.
Yeah, I've been to other countries. I've been to the United States. I've been to South Korea. I've been to Japan. I've been to Indonesia. I've been to Malaysia.
Japan's actually super awesome.
What's that?
I like Japan. Japan's actually very nice. They treat.
Have you ever been there?
Yes, they treat Americans very well over there. I was there a long time ago.
Yeah, I went there 4 times, and I went to Kyoto, I went to Tokyo, I went to Osaka, I went to Nara.
Did you ever visit the War Museum over there?
War Museum? No, but the Modern Art Museum, yes.
What about have you ever been to? I'll tell you another place I've never been to England or any place like that.
Well, I've
No, I've never been to England too, but I really wanted to go.
East London's really awful. London's turned into a real shithole. I wouldn't recommend going there. My sister was there a few years ago, and it had been like 20 years since she had been there, and they were so shocked they left early. They said it was absolutely horrible.
Yeah, I think it depends on which area of
Muslim
London.
gangs and stuff in East. There's places that they recommend that if you're a
Muslim
white
gangs.
honky like me, to not go to.
Right.
They will fucking attack you. It's crazy, man. Luton.
I'm pretty sure there's going to be places Asian don't want to go to as well
Well, Asians get attacked in New York supposedly, but
because of our race.
well, I think it's just bullshit because you know what? It's like one tiny attack here, one tiny attack there. That shit happens everywhere. Just because some guy beat the shit out of some Oriental guy doesn't mean that they're after Asians. They blame it on COVID-19 or whatever like that.
The Oriental guy.
that they said the Wuhan flu came from there. I have never once in my life looked at an Asian and been like, "Oh my God, you son of a bitch, you're responsible for me being sick 2 months ago." I mean, that's just
Yeah,
bizarre.
that is
Stupid,
really
yeah.
that is a sick reason to like hate
That's-
Well,
on
not
something.
only that, but it was Bill Gates and
supposedly the
Anthony
reason.
Fauci any goddamn way.
Oh,
It
okay.
wasn't. It wasn't any.
All right, so in a couple minutes she goes to bed anyways. This is pretty much winded down the Jesus debate. But folks, since we're going to get into this video another day, but I got to give you all a taste. If you haven't seen this yet, oh my God, I'm going to have to mute my mic because I can't keep my shit together watching this. I just find it so fucking, oh my God. There's no words for it. Folks, this is J-Dubs fresh off the shave. This is... All right. Oh my God, let's do this.
Oh yeah. Should I stay or should I go
Should I
now?
stay or should I go now? That's right. Exactly.
Feeling good,
Let me go
folks.
see if she's. I think she's warmed back in. She can't make up her mind whether she wants.
Midnight. Come on, Boochie, Boochie, Booch. Midnight. So I just want to let everyone know we are also, Vaughn, we are also on YouTube and on Twitch as well. I might as well get all three of the platforms up and running, rocking and rolling and kicking ass and taking names. Actually, the wife and I are going to start painting here soon. So Vaughn's going to do his little opening with the planes. And the wife gave me a nice haircut, by the way. Nice haircut, fresh, beautiful. Wife gave me a nice haircut, Vaughn. What do you think?
Yeah, yeah. Kind of goes with the whole thick
Oh yeah, the
mustache.
mustache looking good too, right? Looking
Yeah.
fresh.
Oh, yes. Very. Yes. Very. Absolutely. All right.
I just want to let you know that I plugged the Twitch and the YouTube on.
Yeah, that's fine.
Might as well.
Yeah, might as well. All right. So what we're going to do? We're going to take a look.
That was a crash and burn, Vaughn, man.
It
That
was a
rough.
pretty. It
I'm
was a
sorry
pretty.
Wilson donated $2 through Super Chat. Mersey Parker's craving that J-Dub's mustache ride.
Okay, just let's get one thing straight. It is now forever called a molestache. That is the proper term for this style of mustache, folks. But there's no chin to fucking ride. That's the problem. He's not.
Brief flight. Yeah.
I mean, it went fucking quicker. It went. I mean, it was like what, 2 seconds before it crashed. I was like, SO.
It got away from me. What it done? It got away from me, and I didn't have a chance to toss. See, I didn't get a chance to toss it. You notice that it literally come out of my hand, and before I know it, man, bam! It was gone. It's like, oh shit! Let's watch it again. Let's see what happened. All right.
So I just want a little bit of a preface here, folks. We're going to preface this. So if you have been keeping up on Von Helton's engaging content on his foam aircraft building hobby, you'll know that someone sent him an actual store-bought, probably cost modest, but still a pre-manufactured RC plane. Entry level. And Von Helton almost shit his pants on camera when he let it go out of his hand and it actually flew. It actually flew. So this prompted Von Helton. He's seen this as actually somehow a success in his own foam model plane endeavor, that he felt compelled now to go out and try to fly one of his. Because he felt that something magically happened, that the gods gave him the power to fly. I don't know, but let's watch what's the result, folks. Here we go. This is the gods are with him, folks. Here we go. Yep.
Okay.
Here we go.
Okay. To the left is up for the elevator.
Check. Roger.
Rudder.
Straighten that out.
It's nice and straight.
Here we go.
All right.
folks.
Oh, there's that.
Oh my God.
Yeah, so
That was rough.
it was very rough. Yeah.
Oh, that's the build up, right? So there's a whole build up to this, though. That's what makes the video so great. Oh my God, we got to do it again.
Okay.
Here we go, folks. Hold your breath.
Okay. Okay. To the left is up for the elevator. And it picks our rudder. And it's nice and straight. All right. Whoa, and it's smashed.
Because I'm like a stuffed turkey for Thanksgiving. Stick me with a fork. I'm all done.
The Gorn Captain has just donated $2 through Super Chat. That B-17 was the original gift of love.
Yes, it was. Yes, it was. And it flew. Unlike what we just seen. So what is the what let's just try to deduce what the problem may be here, folks. I mean, could it be that Von Helton has just failed at yet another endeavor and he cannot build even a simple phone? Maybe not so simple. You know, I would say maybe a someone entering adolescence level, maybe accomplishment, right? At 60 years old, folks, that video summed up Von Helton's life. That, folks.
Yeah, so
That was rough.
It was very rough. Yeah.
I just want you all to admire fucking this new fucking the new look we're stuck with.
Bigoted, as Brett would say, bigoted.
Yeah, but the thing of it is, the nice thing about it is that I can watch that over and over again, and find my little minute details of where I. You know what's ironic? All them thin little fishing line wires and stuff. Not one of them broke. Not one.
Yeah, what are you using? Like 8
I'm
gauge?
using a 100-pound test, so I mean.
Oh, 100-pound test. Holy shit.
Yeah, yeah. I want to make sure that fuckers never come out.
Man, you're gonna have George snapping that, man. George would.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, they ain't going nowhere.
They ain't going nowhere.
Yeah, I used 100-pound tests, man, and so yeah, they're not going anywhere.
That's a smart cookie right there to use 100-pound test.
Oh yeah, because you ain't got to worry about them ever. I mean, they might give a little bit, but they ain't going nowhere. No way in hell.
So, anyways, folks, I want you just to admire that profile one more time before we say goodnight. Oh my God, that is not doing you any favors, J-Dubs. Grow the beard again. Grow the dirty, nasty, dank, fucking rib sauce, fucking soaked, fucking whatever that fucking shit was going on. Just go back to it. It's better. Hide it. It's disturbing. It's something that should not be. It does not make. It's fucking What is the word? That doesn't matter. It's unsettling. So look, that's the word, folks. It's unsettling to me. This fucking man. Can you imagine waking up and like opening your curtains in the middle of the night? Oh no. This fucking guy does not need to be. There's got to be a registry. This guy's fucking. All right, I'm done. I can't do it anymore, folks. Thank you for joining me this evening. We'll watch the rest of it. It gets spicy when Todd gets involved. So we're gonna call it there, folks. Thank you for joining. Thumbs up the video, subscribe, all that good stuff. And who knows when I'll see you next. We'll try to do something. I do have a Easter dinner, folks. I have an Easter dinner Thursday because I'm working on the weekend, but I should still be able to. We're gonna fuck it. You know what? We're gonna do a show Thursday night. We'll do a show, a special Easter tribute. Happy Easter, Von Helton. You fucking hate the holiday because I don't know. We'll get.